Grassing off my three-headed frickin' whatchamacallem.
Alrighty, start sending us your video from your stream. Excellent connection.
Everybody mute.
Everything seems pretty set.
Mute.
Lives in the
You're fruity.
I think we're live. Yes,
Oh my
we
goodness.
are.
Wait, guys, wait. Your mama.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yo, mama. Yo,
Alrighty.
bald-headed ass.
Nice.
Yo, bald-headed ass.
Alright.
You mad?
I'm just making double check, making sure everything is nice and set. We're live. Okay. Alrighty, so if y'all go to the Rad Mad YouTube channel, y'all can see the live there.
I see
If the cast wants to copy the link, send it out right now. It's a good time. But yep, this is the little artsy. She's here. Garth, what's up, y'all? Hopefully y'all could see the the chat as well. Welcome to the RMVVA cast live, where we're talking about everything Rad Mad. Here we have our wonderful cast. My name is Jared Fuentes, the creator of Rad Mad Venture, and we set up this nice live so that y'all could learn about Rad Mad, about me, and about the rest of the cast that's on display. So starting off, I would like to say a little bit about Rad Mad. Rad Mad is a post-apocalyptic journey about these group of friends who travel across the Rad Mad region, chased by the biggest corporation in the world, Quota Corporation, because they have obtained a power they were not supposed to have. And now they had to defeat many enemies, friends or foes, because they're wanted for a lot of money. So that's pretty much everything about it. You can read it for free on Webtoon, issues 1 through 6, as well as a extra comic with Ruby and Koko. But yeah, we can start off with introducing the main cast. We have Violet, Lily, Koko, Kaaru, Olive, Crucia, and Wes. Some you may know, and some you may not know, but do know, not due to the comic, but with other, promotional art. So we can start off with Brenna Thornton.vo, and take it away, Brenna. Introduce yourself.
Hi, hope everybody's doing well. My name's Brenna Thornton. I'm the voice of Violet. Yeah.
And
we're gonna cheer in here for her.
Let's go. Y'all could unmute. Let's go. Any place where they can find you? Any works that you've done? That people may know you of?
Right. You can find me on Instagram. My user is BrennaThornton.vo. I've now been using Twitter a little bit. I'm Thornton Brenna over there. And on TikTok, what am I on TikTok? I'm Brenna, which is Bren, BRENUUH. And I've been cast in a few things. Recently I got cast in Stars Align. Pilot's being made right now, so that's exciting. We got Rad Mad. I'm in Allure, the Primrose, the Evening Primrose. That's a video game. It's not out yet, but when it is, play it. And a few other things, but.
Awesome. And then we can move on to Lily, Eri. Erin, introduce yourself and who you play and what you've done.
Okay, hello everyone. I am Erin. I am the voice of Lily. You can find me on Instagram with Eri_Leaf. It is pronounced Leaf, not Lefe. You can also find me on Twitter with Erin_LeafVA. I do plan on actually rebranding at some point in the near future, but that is what my apps are currently right now. As for other stuff I've been in, I was in, I was in the Bulk/English translation. I play Lisa Hart, one of the navigators. Feel free to check it out. It's by Sega Saturn. And then Rad Mad.
Awesome. Let's go. And now I'll move on to RubiLyte_VA, the voice of Koko. Take it away.
Hi everybody, my name is Ruby, or at least my stage name is. I am the voice of Koko for Rad Mad Venture, sorry. you can find me on Instagram with the same username that you find right there. On Twitter and TikTok, the same. Other voices you may have heard me in is Sarabi from Sarabi from Gang and Nozumi in Galaxies, which is still in production.
Awesome. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's move on to.
Yeah.
Hello, baby.
Oh my god.
And then we'll move on to StabageCabageVA, the voice of Kaaru.
Hi, it's me, StabageCabageVA. I am known for the funny meme guy. You can find... That's me. I'm the funny meme guy. You can find me on Instagram, StabageCabageVA. I'm also on Twitter, StabageTheC. And then also on TikTok, which I need to pull up real quick because I forgot what I put. Right, I put StabageCabageVoices, and that's for TikTok. I am the voice of Kaaru, the really cool samurai guy that's going to appear sometime soon, I hope. And I also am going to be, well, I can't really say it, but it's a very interesting game that's going to come out soon. So look out for that.
Nice. Let's go.
Yeah.
Woo! And then TypicalMari, Wave, as the voice of Olive. Take it away.
Hello there, my name is Mari. I also go by TypicalMari.wav here on Instagram. On Twitter, I am TypicalMari.vo. And on YouTube, I'm also TypicalMari, or I run Mary Moo. I play Olive, everyone's favorite gamer girl. And outside of Rad Mad, you can hear me in visual novels such as Delphine's Discovery, When We Were Monsters, what else? Villainous After All, and other series such as Magical Girl Defense Force and such. And yeah.
Awesome. Let's go.
Let's go.
And then we'll move on to MothballsVA, as voice of Crucia. Take it away.
Hi everybody, my name is Mothballs. You can just call me Moth. I voice Crucia, the super creepy serial killer that I hope to show up very soon. You guys can find me on Instagram at mothballs_VA or right here on YouTube at mothballsVA. I think maybe a couple of my viewers might be in the chat. If you are, hi. You can also hear me as a voice at some point soon in the other webcomic Unbreakable Iron Ranger as Abdullah Wukong. And also, I play a very minor part in the indie game One Dreamer. Make sure to add it to your wish lists.
Nice. Let's go. So many projects, so many cool projects all y'all doing. And then we'll move on to Tydoesvoice as the voice of Wes.
Hi everybody, I'm Ty Osborne, and I'm the voice of Wes in Rad Mad Venture. All of my socials are Tydoesvoices on pretty much anything ever. I'm known for being Adam Murray in the Mandela Catalog. It's a nice little, funny little series. And then a couple other projects that I've yet to announce. And then also, I'm the voice of your favorite edgelord Wes in Rad Mad Venture, and you guys should go check out the animatic that premiered in Jared Animated.
Nice. Epic, epic, epic. So we have a colorful cast of VAs and characters. So I'm very, very grateful that y'all took the time to come out here and be part of this. The Hedge Engine says, how's everything going? Everything's going pretty well, pretty smooth. We just had a little 30-minute, a good 1 hour chat before this live, so everything is nice and fresh. Battery Bro asks, what is Rad Mad?
I don't know.
That's an interesting question.
Never heard of it.
Good question. What is Rad Mad?
That sounds like quite the mad adventure.
Right?
Well, to answer that question, we have to ask, what is the meaning of life?
What's the meaning of life?
To answer that question,
That's true.
It is to find the meaning in life, you have to go read Rad Mad Venture on.
There we go. Perfect answer.
Very
bro.
true.
Perfect answer. Nice.
Wow, that is the golden answer we were after.
Nailed it.
New chapter comes very soon.
I guess we could start off with just like a interesting question for here from chat, starting it off. The Son of Boas asks, I guess we'll go in order. What has been the best part of voicing in Rad Mad Venture? That's an interesting question. So we can move on to Brenna to see what you think.
The most interesting part about voicing for Rad Mad, I really love the table reads that we do together. I think that is like my favorite, and we have the most interesting conversations during them. And they're very memorable to me, and I value those so much because everybody here is extremely talented. And if it weren't for them, I don't know the energy that I'm supposed to be keeping up with, but everybody else here has got it. And I'm like, I gotta match up. Fudge. But I'd say like table reads and stuff like that. Anything where I'm interacting with the cast is interesting to me when we're voicing together.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely feel a lot really intense when everyone's all together. I get nervous just joining in, and I was like, oh man, these guys are heavy duty. And then I guess we can move on to Erin to see what you think about the best part of voicing Rad Mad.
Oh goodness, what a question. What has been the best part of voicing in Rad Mad? I guess on top of the table reads, I really love voicing Lily. Lily's such a unique and fun character for me to do. I don't know why I'm just able to just pull her voice out of my ass whenever I need it. And it was just one of those roles that just clicked for me right away. And I'm very, very blessed to have that connection to Lily the way I do. And I don't know, I just love that so much. And also, like Brenna said, the cast, the cast is so good. Everyone here is incredibly talented. I'm so honored to be working with everyone. And yeah, just very good vibes.
Nice. I'm glad that you and I'm pretty sure everyone else has that same vibe. So I'm glad. And then
actually hate all of you.
Heck yeah. And then Ruby, what do you think?
Honestly, I think the best part of voicing for Rad Mad is the connections and the people who are in the cast, the bonds and everything that we create. Because, you can't be in a project and not want to interact with everybody. This whole group, we are talkers.
Yeah.
And
oh god,
I absolutely love the energy that I get with this family of voice actors. And yes, you guys are like a little mini family to me. So,
Aw. That's sweet.
That's so nice.
That's super sweet.
Oh, that's nice.
I love it.
That's so beautiful.
Man, it does actually
don't flatter yourself.
Stabage. No, it actually does make me feel like oh man, hopefully everyone has that good sense of connection, family, some good bonds between everyone, because it does make a difference in the voicing. It does make a difference when someone else is doing their best, and someone else is really pushing and putting their all, and everyone can contact each other whenever someone's stuck on something, and it flows nice. So I'm glad. So
also bouncing off of Brenna, definitely the table reads,
oh, yeah.
Because when you hear everybody's energy, it's just wow, and then you feel like you got to step it up, because you got to match everyone's energy.
For real.
We all bounce off of each other. Heck yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. It's like I bounce off your mother.
Stop, bro.
We made it 12 minutes. We made it 12
I'm sorry. The urge to not make a your mama joke. I can't.
Damn, I'm gonna make Kaaru say your mama jokes now, bro. So I guess with Stabage, what do you think, bro? What do you think? What's the best part?
I'm gonna have to agree with the whole the tabletop.
Whoa, this ain't D&D, bro.
You're doing
this
your
ain't
best.
D&D.
Table reads?
Oh, table reads, yeah. So I really enjoy the table reads. Everyone always has fun. We always joke around about stuff, like very special character to all. I can't really say it. I'm gonna just keep this guy on the down low, but trust me, we love him, and you're gonna love him too.
We know who you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I just love playing Surfs Up the video game while Jared's trying to show something.
For real. And then Marie, what do you? Well, yeah. What do you think?
Just real quick. Real quick.
Up?
if so there's I've already seen like a bunch of questions, so if we might not be able to get to every single one of everybody's questions, and I think I can like speak for all of us, and we really do apologize if we don't get to your questions. That's all right, continue.
Okay. And Marie, what do you think? I mean, I understand you haven't voiced Olive yet, but in terms of just what do you I guess what you think about Rad Mad in general, I guess in terms of the people who haven't voiced, maybe like in terms of character.
Honestly, though, like Rad Mad, I love being part of it. It was one of the first original projects I was ever cast in, and ever since, like, even if my character hasn't shown up yet, I've just been really, like, glad to be here. Like, there's just so much passion in it, maybe the voices or through Jared himself. Like, there's just so much love and care put into this project, and, like, it really shows in the final productions and stuff. Like, you could just tell, like, this is something that people have spent hours on, and, like, in just a really heartfelt way, Not just, like, because you have to, but, like, because you want to be here. And I love that.
Nice.
1000% that.
Yeah,
Rad Mad fam.
Yeah, and I guess even
Rad Mad fam.
Rad Mad Venture.
Rad Mad Venture.
Red
Everything about it is
mid.
And then with Moth, what do you think? I mean, we could also discuss about the auditions. So I guess the way you sound in your auditions. I guess what you like about voicing Crucia and the character itself.
I hate to sound like a broken record, but the family here and like seeing people that I know before is so cool. But God, I loved auditioning. Auditioning was so much fun. The script was so well written, and it was just so fun to perform. And I really got hooked on the character that I had auditioned for. And I was over the moon when Gerard said, "You're a perfect fit." It's really awesome being able to voice a character for this series, because this really is a labor of love. It's really gorgeous to see how much has been put into it and how much everybody is putting into it. Everyone is so 100% in on this series, putting their whole back and their whole heart and soul into it. It's so cool seeing that, and it's even cooler that I get to be a part of it. And be a part of it as a character that I really love. So that's probably what I think is the best part of being in Mad.
Damn,
Honestly, I'm
start
super
crying
happy
now.
that you got Crucia.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And then we could go back to that, but after time, what do you think? I noticed you done the audition, and as well as the animation that the little thing that you did for Wes. What did you think? What do you think, man? What's a good part of voicing Rad Mad?
Probably my favorite part so far. Obviously, it's gotta be the animatic, but the table reads are like a close second. Even though I haven't had like a reading line, kind of just like hearing everybody's kind of process of getting into character, kind of seeing how well everybody puts forth like the effort. And, like, whenever I was doing the animatic, like I went back and listened like some of the people's works previously on animatics and table reads and stuff like that we have like VODs to, and I just remember like making myself go the extra mile to make sure that like I fit this character and it wasn't just like something random that happened. Kind of seeing the care that everybody goes or like puts into like every single, not even every line, but just kind of every word that comes out of the character's mouth and kind of embodies and relates to character really makes it kind of like feel like a family, and no matter what, it's just like everybody's kind of picking each other up. But the animatic is probably by far my favorite thing that I've done so far. It's a lot of my friends and family's like favorite clip and animation thing that I've done so far.
Nice.
And it's definitely up there for me as well. So yeah, I'm just pretty much thankful for everything Rad Mad related, and kind of seeing all the time and effort put towards everything, and kind of how many steps ahead people are when it comes to what comes next in the story is just kind of something that will always stick with me.
Damn, man, my head hurts. Like the back of my head hurts because of how much I'm smiling right now. So I actually need to stop right now before my brain starts to mess up.
I can make that.
That's
I
a
can
good
make that
problem
real
to
easy.
have.
For
Rad
real.
Mad Venture. Rad Mad Venture.
Everything about it is mid.
Everything
Characters.
mid story mid. I want
Exactly.
Mid.
everything. I actually want to see. I actually want to answer this quick question because it is pretty interesting, and I think it would cover a good broad aspect of it. Is how do the auditions work? right? So
Oh, that's a great question.
with the auditioning process, usually I release an audition on Instagram and Twitter. I try to make it really interesting, get you the vibe of the person, the way they look, as well as like the music behind them so that they can see. I also add in a description of how they should sound. Sometimes I do give, or most of the time I do give a lot of creative liberties to how they sound. So the process is you message me either on Twitter or on Instagram, and I send you the script, a Google Drive script. You can read it out and audition for it, put everything you can into it, and just send it back to me on my email. And that's pretty simple, really simple exchange. And yeah, I guess that's majority how the auditions for that I've done so far works, and it works out pretty well. You know, I have everything neatly organized, so yeah, that's pretty much how you audition. I will be saying that there will be a lot of auditions before a specific date, so that's really interesting, really interesting.
Excite.
Very exciting.
And
Very
always
exciting.
remember, if you want to audition for a character, go ahead, shoot an audition in.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're experienced or if you're just starting out.
Yeah.
It's a great way
Just
to break
do it.
yourself into doing it, into getting into voice acting if you're interested in doing it. I always
Yeah.
tell people, like, when they ask me, how do I get into voice acting? Just start doing it. Just start voicing things. Start putting in auditions for projects, you know? There's no harm in doing it. And we'll always make sure that you feel included and heard and seen with your auditions too. So if you're interested, make sure that you give those auditions a shot. There's no reason not to.
Yeah. And it's really fun and interesting to hear everyone's interpretation in the character. You know, you hear a lot of the heart, the feel, and it's like, oh man, it feels awesome. And especially, you know, actually the people trying to give this character life, it actually means like a lot. Just the fact that you auditioned actually means like the world to me. But yeah, it's I personally think it's a fun process. I personally love, you know, sending out audition, you know, what's it called, making audition casting calls. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty fun process. I guess we can go with some questions that I kind of prepared, at least for the ones who have seen the animatic. In terms of people who don't know what the animatic here in their YouTube channel, we release animatics for every issue. Currently, we just wanted to test out the first animatic and see how it performs, see how well it looked. And right now we currently have a good amount finished, and we'll be releasing those very soon, very soon. But I guess for the people who have done the animatic, which is Brenna, Aaron, and Ruby, I have this quick question on which scene was the most difficult or challenging for any reason to perform in either of the animatics or such.
Oh gosh. The first animatic we did, one line that scared me in particular, because I'm well known for, in my family at least, I have really bad respiratory issues. I'm very prone to it. I got very weak lungs. And so when in the first animatic, when I saw that Violet had to scream out of fear at one point, I was like, oh no. I was like, okay, I just gotta put on my big girl pantalones and just try my best.
Oh, nice.
Screaming isn't my strong suit, but you know, sometimes you just gotta just do it. Don't think about it. And I live in an apartment with very thin walls, and I did not use my closet at the time to help me record and keep everything tucked in. So I'm like, neighbors, I am so sorry. And then just went all silent. That was probably the most challenging for me personally, because my neighbors already don't like me, despite them knowing what I do. Yeah, I can tell. I'm pretty sure I'm the reason why one of them moved out.
Dang.
So that was pretty
Feeling
challenging.
pressure was just too strong for him, huh?
It was too much.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, okay, nice.
We're live.
Got cut off real quick. What about you, Aaron?
Oh no!
Oh,
Seems to be
no.
just a little bit of technical
Hello?
issues going on.
Internet moment.
Internet moment. Very, very well put.
Please
Oh,
come back
no.
to us.
Aaron, please.
Oh, bro. The boom sound effect, the Vine boom sound effect.
Oh Lord.
Somebody clip that.
I believe.
Somebody clip
Someone
that.
clip that. Someone clip that. Hi,
Oh, Lord.
Aaron. I think your mic is or connection.
Your
might be
mic's
a little
bugging
bit-
out,
yeah.
Aaron.
Oh no.
I guess we'll come back to Aaron when
The
she's
fall of
ready. when her mic wants to. What do you
Internet
think?
better fix itself, bro.
Yeah. What do you think, Ruby? What do you think?
Okay, so I am the complete opposite of Brenna. I am known for doing a lot of screaming, very raw, powerful stuff with my, with my mouth hole. But first, the hardest part, as much as I'm a screamer, was being able to actually make it sound like I was actually talking to someone. It wasn't just freaking screaming. But the later scene that happens in chapter 1, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say anything, but that was definitely hard, especially like also the more quieter versions of Koko when it was more of a heartfelt. Those are kind of hard for me to do because I'm loud.
Mhm.
So that is all.
Oh. it was so quiet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely. But the thing is, I'm glad because I'm glad that Rad Mad is able to get y'all out of your comfort zone, and a bunch of these things. But it actually does pay off because when you hear it, especially with me, right? When I hear it, y'all with the music, the sound effects, and then y'all's amazing takes, right? Like I tear up when I'm editing, and I'm like I have to stop. I'm like, oh shit, no, this is good. Like this is good, and like I what's it called? I hit my table of excitement, so because I can't wait to show you guys. And I even like message you sometimes like at a random time. It's like sometimes like at 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. and I'm like, hey, just let you know, you did amazing in this part. You did crazy. Like I love the way you said it like this, said it like this, said it like this, and it's awesome.
Specifically remember that too.
Yeah. I sent it to like whenever I would hear like a good take, and I was like, it just flows like perfectly with exactly how I imagined when I was writing the comic, and it does that's a lot of damage. I'm telling you that it does damage in your heart when you actually hear
That's
that
a lot of
together.
damage.
That's a lot of damage. But yeah, I guess we could.
I sawed this Jared in half.
I just saw this. I saw Jared's heart in half.
Killer moment.
If I
Yeah,
may
put
add
that
a
back
really
together with
quick
flex tape.
to the whole it like pushing us out of our comfort zones. That scream pushed me out of my comfort zone. So thank you.
Good.
Every time
That's
I
what I
see
want.
one, I'm like, give me that.
If a line makes
Hell yeah.
if a line makes you like, oh man, I'm kind of nervous. Do it. Go for it. Put 100%. Everyone put you 100% in everything. But don't forget to sleep and hydrate because I forget to do that
And
too.
smash that like and
And
subscribe
smash that
button.
like button and watch the Rad Mad
Hell
Webtoon.
yeah.
Make sure to follow me on
Yeah.
MySpace.
On
I'm putting this on
MySpace as well.
Roblox.
Follow me on my LinkedIn too.
Gonna make a Rad Mad Roblox game. Hope you guys
Yeah,
don't
bro.
mind.
I saw this cool.
It's gonna be like one of those like really bad ones, where it's just like
Oh,
you
yeah,
get to
those-
pick the character, but it's
yeah.
just a picture of the character.
It's like super weird.
And then
Yeah.
it crashes your computer.
Crashes the
17
computer.
viruses.
Rad Mad
I would
virus.
never add 17. Why stop there? I was thinking 25.
Let's go for it.
You're so right.
I saw this cool
Sure.
question. Are the characters Johnson asked, are the characters here a small portion of the future main cast, or is it most of them already? Oof, bruh.
Not even scratching the surface.
Yeah,
yet.
not even scratching the surface.
Oh,
This is
absolutely
like
not.
a small
Yeah.
portion. A very,
The cast
very, very small
It's
portion.
huge.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
haven't even casted for a
Yeah.
lot of them yet.
We're
And
the iceberg.
Yeah, exactly.
Rad Mad Iceberg.
Rad Mad Iceberg.
I can't wait.
It's
At least
When do you go
20
watch the video?
people are casted already.
because yeah, for sure.
And we've got
We're
more
not
on the
even
way,
done.
too.
Yeah,
We're not even-
yeah, we're not even
not
done.
even-
I haven't even done like the auditions for Sav, Violetta. You know, crazy characters.
Every other villain.
Yeah, every villain. You know, I'm just focusing on the kind of like the.
I'm the only one.
That's what you think.
Your
Yeah,
mother's gonna be.
There is a lot of characters in the
God
story.
damn it.
I'll announce this right now. So everyone live, all you people that's watching right now,
Oh shit!
I will announce this.
Oh.
The cast
Smash
does know
Correct, they got
this,
nothing on this.
right? But I am working on the Rad Mad OP for the
Woo.
intro.
Oh, hell yeah.
Animations for Rad Mad.
That's like super hype.
I can't say the song yet, but I'm pretty sure y'all heard the songs before. You know, me and Ty, we do post that song, you know, quite often when it relates to Rad Mad.
The NFL
At
theme.
the end of. But
There was
The
this
amount
one
of
time I
times
posted
it
a
has
song on my
played
story.
on my YouTube. Literally, it's such a banger.
Good. I'm glad, and hopefully people bang with
There was
it.
this one time I posted the song on my story and I thought I spoiled it. I was very worried.
I only started posting it whenever Jared started posting.
Yeah, so
Okay,
you know
cool.
it's kind of subtle. You know, people aren't really gonna catch it, but who knows? Maybe some will. But yeah, there is. I'll let y'all know. There is some characters in that OP that even the cast members haven't seen yet.
Oh shit!
I know of one
What?
character. I know one character that's showing up in the OP.
I'll let
Only
y'all know. I'll let y'all know who they are because you guys haven't seen them, so it's no big deal, right?
I'm gonna take a guess and say Violet's in it.
Oh
Violet's in
shoot!
it?
I'm gonna
Absolutely not.
I'm gonna take a
Oh,
guess.
I think
no,
so.
it's not.
I'm just gonna
She's kind of
assume.
mid. So I'm not
Yeah,
too
she
sure.
mid.
No shot, Bucko.
Here
I'm
are
gonna
the
assume nobody shows up because the song is probably mid, and
Everything
the
mid.
OPs are gonna be mid because Rad Mad Adventure is pretty
Rat-
mid.
Rad
it's just gonna be
The opening is just a simple
Mid.
vine boom.
It's just Kaaru's tombstone, the entire thing, just rain.
Oh,
That's a meme we have, guys. That's a meme we have.
No,
Kaaru's not dead. That's just a meme we have.
No.
It's like the
So
really sad.
so if you can spam Kaaru's dead
Sad
in the
violent.
chat. Kaaru's dead.
No,
in the
he's
chat.
not.
he's dead,
No,
he's
guys, no, come on, please don't do that.
Goku moment.
there-
Spam yellow hearts if you want Kaaru to live.
The OP does show Kaaru's father. He hasn't
Yeah.
been shown.
Bet you got daddy issues.
People haven't seen him.
Bro.
I will
Amen.
say he's got DILF energy. I'll say that.
Yo!
That's my
Oh,
dad,
and then
Do this to me.
there is a group that
You
is
are
shown.
my dad. You're my
They
dad.
all.
Woogie,
I love how everyone just like had the
Synchronized.
hive mind. There's this group called the Petals.
Consumerism.
The petals.
The Petals. I will tell you their names because again they're not that much of a spoiler. It's a group of It's a triplet. Well, the entire team is a quartet, you know, but there's 3 female triplets. Kala, Cassia, and Clover. And their brother is named Quill.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
So if you can, you know, it's a group called the Petals. So you know, they're good or they're bad, who knows? But you know, that's in the OP. So I'll show you. You guys are gonna as soon as it comes
Light
out.
is hell.
As soon as it comes out, I am going.
Just want to know.
Hey, I just want to know, right? Dude, that's
I just
clean.
want to know.
Clean transition. I do want to set up like a little premiere for this OP. So I do not want. I usually show the VAs first, you know, the first hand of, you know, Rad Mad stuff. But this OP, I kind of want everyone, including you, chat, as well as the VA cast, to all see it together during a premiere when it's released. I can't say when because I'm not too sure yet. But I am currently processing everything in between, so it'll be fun. It'll be very, very fun.
Hell yeah.
Oh no,
I'll bring
somebody
the
left.
popcorn.
Oh, we're
There you
back.
go.
And she's back.
My Discord crashed. Let's go.
Let's go.
Too much power. That's what it was.
Okay. Then
Yo, Gerard,
a lot of questions. What's up? What's up?
you mind if I pick out a question from the chat that really caught my eye?
Go for it.
No.
All right. Wow, okay. The Hedgehog Engine asked, my question to the cast, what was it like coming up with the voices for your characters? Was it a challenge?
Ooh,
I
there
think
you
that's
go.
really neat. Seeing as I saw the question, post it all. Get the ball rolling.
Go first
for
if you
it.
really want
Go
me
for
to.
it.
The way that Gerard, I've been saying your name like that for forever because I'm stupid. The way that Jared sets up the casting calls is very interesting. Usually he makes a really badass casting call video, and then under it is kind of the description of the character, what they're supposed to sound like. So when I saw Crucia's casting call, I saw her voice description and the description of her character, and it always got to come to this with me. Some of you may know that I'm quite a big fan of Evangelion, and when I saw monotone, raspy, high voice, I was like, can't I just do a slightly modified Rei Ayanami for this, and then blow this out of the park? So that's kind of what I did. And Gerard, I don't think I've ever told Jared this, came back after I sent it, and he was like, that was perfect. That's everything I wanted. It's everything the character's supposed to be. This is fantastic. I mean, you basically got the part at this point, but, I got to look through some other auditions. I was like, oh, he is none the wiser.
Yeah,
So the
crazy.
creation of the characters is really kind of up to the cast. It's not super set in stone. There's a basic outline that he gives us in the casting call, and then we kind of run with it after that and just give the character our own life, which is something that's really unique about Rad Mad that I've seen, because a lot of the other projects that I've auditioned for had very specific instructions. So that was really neat.
Nice. Yeah, because again, like I always like for people to kind of put in their creativity into the character. Put in a piece of them, put in a piece of how how they feel, how they like, and then kind of manipulate and warp the way guide them to kind of how I would want, and as well as what they're comfortable with voicing. So that's interesting. Yeah, I'm yeah, because you knocked it out of the park with Crucia, and so did y'all. So.
No,
So-
voicing her was so much fun because I've only ever
Yeah, the
voiced like
gravestone.
high energy characters. So having this really subdued character was so much fun to record.
Nice.
I was really happy that I got her. I think I wanted her more than I wanted any other character that I auditioned for, because I had
Well
auditioned before
deserved.
Crucia.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Nice, nice.
I
Really
appreciate
killed the competition.
For
shut up. Get
Clever
out,
wordplay,
guys. Turn it off. Turn it off.
And they
All right, Ty,
Stream's
you want
done.
to take it away?
Stream's done.
Sure. So, originally, it was like, I got casted almost like a year ago now, I think. It was probably when I auditioned, so my memory's like a little fuzzy. But I remember just like seeing like this like kind of section of 3, and I know Alon auditioned for Kaaru, and then there was also Desmond, and then Wes. And I was like, hey, Wes looks like my typical typecast. He looks like an edgelord. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna try this. And I was like, hey, do you have any
looks like
voice
Adam.
references? And then Jared sent me this voice reference, and then I'm not gonna say it because magic. And then I just kind of went with it and did my own thing because I'd played the character that was referenced before. So I kind of went with the ball and kept it rolling the whole time. And it's more on like my natural register, just kind of like more on the back of my throat, so it didn't like take too much experimenting. So I did the first script, and then Jared's like, I like it a lot, and then sent me a second script. So I read that, even though it wasn't like Wes's dialogue, it was another character's dialogue, and I just read
Oh,
it in
yeah.
Wes's voice. And then probably like 2-3 weeks later, and then found out I got cast, and I was over the moon. It was
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
Heck yeah! And I have a very interesting story with that audition, with your audition, Ty.
I don't know this story.
There's usually usually I feel I feel the character, right. I usually like, as soon as you do want your take, like, you sound amazing, boom, right. And I really like, oh man, Ty, I really liked your audition, right. And my brother, he also does a little bit of casting direction with me here and there. And he liked another person for Ty, and this is actually Carlito Lopez, the voice of Champ.
Lito.
So
Love
they're
that
on the fence, but I was like, I like Ty. There's just something about Ty that kind of pushes Wes's the way I think about how Wes should sound. And we were kind of discussing. My brother was discussing why Carlito. I was discussing why Ty, and that's when I sent the second audition, right? And I came back to me, repeat, rinse and repeat, right? But then I was like, you know what? I'm feeling Ty for Wes, right? Because I did like Carlitos, right? But I was like, oh, you know what? He sounds more perfect for Champ. And with Carlito, I gave him Champ because I wanted him that specific voice for Champ. And with Ty, like I was like, I knew I wanted you from the beginning, but the other casting director was like, hey, you know what? Really trying to push in different aspects. I was like, as soon as I have someone in mind, it's gonna be this person. So with Ty, like for sure it was gonna be you, man. But it's it was really fun, and I was really glad because you stood out, but out of everyone, right? I understand that Wes is a not difficult person. Well, I mean, he is difficult in his own way to speak, right? Because there's a specific dialect, there's the specific raspiness, a specific tone that a lot of people try to do. And when I was going through all these auditions, listening, like I stopped at yours. I stopped at Ty. Like, oh man, this one is like already at the top, like number one, and it's already listed up there.
Only an edgelord like Ty can
right?
pull off a character such as Wes.
But
Is
honestly,
Wes fruity,
it's
though?
well
Is
deserved
Wes
again.
fruity?
Again, well deserved.
Again,
Correct
well deserved.
choice.
Hell
Thank you
yeah.
so
And that kind of throws back that like there are people who have auditioned for characters and didn't get them, but still are in the series.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I had my old USB mic and I didn't even have my booth. I auditioned for Olive. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I auditioned for Olive. I'm so glad you got it and not me. But I auditioned for her way back, and I kept auditioning, and eventually we got to Crucia.
You got Crucia.
Heck yeah.
And that has happened
You're
more
killing
than
it,
once.
pun intended.
in this
Honestly,
cast.
the best choice.
So if you guys
Hell
ever
yeah.
put in an audition or anything, just keep putting auditions in.
Yeah,
man.
for real.
Just don't let it discourage you. Just keep going.
Because again, I have a lot of characters, guys. I have a lot of characters. If you like one character, there's gonna be another character that's somewhat similar but very uniquely different. So if you may not get one specific character, I have something in store for your specific voice. Usually I do kind of tend to tell people whenever they audition, like, oh, unfortunately you didn't get this character, but I really like your voice. Here's a script for this character, right? So don't give up, because again, there's a lot of characters coming up. Like I can't even count how many.
I believe the particular unit is a metric shit ton.
Very much so. There we go. There we go.
Very accurate.
Use
Very,
it.
very accurate.
Let's
A
use
lot
it.
of people are assuming
those,
to be
yes.
cast.
Yeah, when you get rejected by something, all that matters is that you find the next thing, You just keep
Exactly.
going. Keep
Mhm.
going.
No, just
Exactly.
keep swimming,
Exactly.
You want to take it away, Brenna?
What was the question?
It's
That's
like
all
a
right.
definition.
How did you come up with the voice for Violet?
Mhm.
It all dated back to August 21st, 2020.
What is
Oh,
this?
wow.
Oh no.
Noir film?
Jared reached out to me and inquired about me voicing for his series. And I was like, yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's go for it. I looked at his work. I did a little snooping, looked at some of the headcanons he had thought of for voice actors already.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, okay. And you had me run through a few lines, submitted them the first time. You're like, can we go higher? And I'm like, okay, yeah, we can do higher. Let's go higher. I think it took I did it again. You're like, little bit higher. I'm like, all right, let's go again. And then when I was trying to do it, I was like, who can I use as reference? Because when I turn into Violet, what the frick am I saying? Wait, well, in a sense, yeah. But when I try to
The
voice Violet, like,
assimilation.
The
I gotta
alter
bring
ego.
my rad sona.
You're right, so
when I-
I'm done.
Oh no!
That's it. I'm about to become Violet.
But when I try to embody Violet, I'm like thinking like, all right, there's got to be a kid, like a little kid in a candy store. I always tell myself that. Bring out like how naive she is, you know, to like the outside world, what's going on out there. And I'm like, who's like that? And this show that I'm about to talk about, everybody, you know, has their opinions about it, but Ruby, RWBY.
There we go.
Yeah.
I took
I'm ready.
inspiration a lot from the voice actress who does Ruby Rose. And she's always talking about how, like, if I need to go higher, I shove, like, the sound up my nose. I'm like, I'm going to do that. And eventually we settled on a voice, and he liked it. I was like, yes!
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And plus, I fell in love with Violet as soon as, like, I was done.
Nice.
Even just, like, looking at her, she's my little baby.
The baby.
Very
Let's
adorable.
go.
Yeah.
My
it's-
little baby need a high chair.
I didn't even know about this story, so I'm glad I'm hearing about these
A
stories.
little scrung.
Yeah,
mid,
I
though.
remember you'd be like, higher? I'm like,
Scrungless and stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you all know, like, if, you know, for the chat, knowing, like, I'm a super perfectionist, you know, so I'm gonna push. I'm not afraid to push you out to like get a specific thing. I'll go into like detail on how I want something really specific, especially when it comes to the animatics and, you know, and such like that, where everything has to be detailed. If something doesn't sound right, I'm not gonna post it. I'm not gonna do anything about it. So I'm gonna get until we get it right. So, and again, and I know, because I know that you guys can do it. You get me? If I knew that you guys couldn't do it, I'm not gonna waste time. But the way you guys, I know, like, oh, you know, we could find it, and look at here, you know, you're the official voice for Violet, and you know, you caught it perfectly. So it was awesome.
I love her. I'll never let her go.
Good, never let her go.
We'll spill my water.
Damn.
Do it again.
Hold on.
All right, Eri.
Aaron?
Oh yes, hello. Hi. Hopefully I won't
You're
have
back.
another Wi-Fi moment, but I can't guarantee anything. So yeah, but with Lily, I don't well, okay. I think Lily was the first like public character or like casting call that Jared did. Am I correct in that, Jared?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, Lily was
Wow,
like the
so
first
that was-
first casting call. Mhm.
Yeah, so that was year and almost year and a half ago, which is crazy. But yeah, I saw that Brenna was in it, and I was like, oh my god, Brenna is so cool. What the heck? I want to do this. So
I love you. You're so sweet.
So I decided to go for it. Now this was I was in my club. I had earbuds. This was my amazing setup at the time. And I just decided to go for it. Like I looked at the character Lily, and I just for her. And I mean, wanted to put me in the way that he did. A very nice message telling me audition so much, and I was like one of the first people to even submit an audition, and he was like, hey, I really like your audition. I need to listen to the others, of course, but you know, I'm keeping my eye on you. So
Yeah,
and then auditions ended, and then he was like Lily, I utterly I was just scrum low, making little on Instagram on a original character, and like Lily is someone who has like stuck with me like all this time. Like she's someone I like go to in a sense for like, I don't know, I always remember like I love how much I love doing Lily's voice, and that's what like motivates me to like audition for more projects. And I don't know, Lily's just a big motivation for me.
nice.
That's neat. I like that.
Yeah.
I would say I relate with
That's
my
pretty rad.
character,
Love that.
but he's kind of a vicious boxer.
Yeah. But
I'd
yeah,
say I relate with my character, but I have a higher body count.
Whoa, let me. Whoa.
Oh my.
What you mean by that?
Yo.
What you mean by that?
Listen.
What you mean by that? Yeah, and yeah, when I got your audition, Aaron, it was like, again, it was out of the park. It's exactly how I imagined, right? And a very similar situation happened with Ties, where the oh my gosh, can we have her? Wei Wei, the voice of Cherry. Yes.
Oh,
I think it's-
why, yeah.
Yeah, why? She's the voice of Cherry. She also auditioned for Lily, but again, there was a little bit of a difference. You know, there was a different dialect to Cherry compared to Lily's, and I was like, I really liked Aaron's for Lily's Aaron, because it sounded something a little bit more natural, more cohesive to how I imagined Lily. And my mom at the time, oh, not mom at the time, what the heck, my mom.
She got fired.
Yeah, she got fired. She was a bad casting director, so I fired her.
Not the dismissal.
No, but it's still. My mom, you know, she was also helping. Like, oh, you know, what do you think about these two? And my mom liked Wise, and so I was like, okay, that sounds good. And then I thought to myself, oh wait, my mom looked at all my characters and said, oh, she looks really good for Cherry. This one, I was like, oh yeah, this. So I was like, okay, you know, I like Wei Wei's for Cherries, and I knew for a fact at that point, similar to Ty, I was like, I knew I was gonna get her for Lily for sure, because you really know all the part. And when you see it in the animatic, what's great about how y'all voice your characters, I guess this is how I like to perceive it. Whenever I'm watching an anime, or when I'm watching a series, or I'm watching anything, when I'm watching y'all's and hearing you guys, I think of that character. I think of Violet. I think of Lily. I think of Koko. I think of, you know, Wes, Olive, Kaaru, Crucia. I think of those characters, and I want people to think those too. When they hear y'all's voices, voicing the character, I want them to see, like, oh, you know, that's Violet. This is her talking, right? Sometimes I do get out of the moment. Sometimes when it comes to voice actors, are like, oh, you know, that's that famous actor, or oh, this is, you know, this famous person, blah blah blah. You know, it's, you know, it kind of disconnects.
Like listening to Roger Craig Smith do anything.
Yeah, you know, about like the way
that's
you guys...
not Mirage. That's Roger Craig Smith.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Why?
And so hearing y'all's voices, you really bring that character to life, as if Lily is a real person, as if Koko is a real person, you know. And you hear it in the animatics when, you know, Lily is screaming for help. When I was editing that first time, I was like, oh my god. I was like tearing up, like, oh, then this sounds like, you know, Lily's in pain, you know, this is her, right? So it's really crazy how you guys can really bring out y'all's character so flawlessly. It's insane.
I am so honored. I got Mrs. Fuentes' seal of approval. Oh my god.
The highest honor that you could possibly get.
The highest honor. Like, Jared's great, but his mom.
But mom, that's another
Presidential
level.
Medal of Honor? No shot.
Her mother.
Called the mom medal now.
I literally remember our
Your mother.
the first table read that we all did. It was like mind blowing. Y'all were so freaking good, and I swear, like, as much as I love you guys, I felt intimidation.
I would get nervous too. Every time,
I have
every
that
single...
effect on people when I voice Khan. You know,
When I
Khan's like
Khan.
such an important character to the entire like Rad Mad adventure.
Oh,
It's just
absolutely.
it's just-
Instrumental, I would say.
I can't believe his head blew up in the first like 2 seconds of the animatic, which you should
Honestly,
totally go watch.
Yeah, and
It makes me cry.
God.
it's insane, Stabbage, that you're voicing a character that, you know, the fans of Rad Mad made. You get me? So it's,
Yeah, I
you
know, it's crazy.
You're this character. You know, all the people who watched Rad Mad, who, you know, read the comics, who were in part of the game of creating a character and being in the first issue. You know, you're voicing that character, bro. It's pretty insane.
No,
man.
it's an amazing honor. It was such an amazing honor to voice Khan, and then have his head blow up. But other than that,
Forever in our hearts.
Oh my gosh, I
Grabbing our
just
hearts,
realized
come on.
we're death buddies, Alon.
No, we are?
We both died. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Let's go, my head exploded too!
Everybody
That's
died.
me and Jordan in that.
Friendship
But we
goals.
got that
This
trip
is really
so
wholesome.
fun. It's you,
I ship it.
Jordan, and me. We're all together, peas
I
in a
know.
pod.
I wouldn't rather have my brain splattered against someone other than you.
Aw.
That was sweet. That's a
So
very
is Adam
honest
fruity?
comment.
Kind of fruity.
Shut up.
I'm not answering that question. I'm not answering that question.
Next question.
The people
No
need to
Mandela
know.
questions.
What happened?
So Ruby, how did you come up with the voice?
Yes.
Well, okay, so there was a little story with that. Originally, I was actually, there was like a little award VA thing that was going on. After that went through, I believe it was Jared who reached out to me and asked if I would like to audition for Lynn Takanagi and Rose. I did audition for both. However, I did not send in my audition for Lynn Takanagi because I was not feeling it. As for Rose, it was not what he was looking for. Then he had a suggestion. He asked me, what about this character? Do you think you'd be able to pull it off? And he brought me Koko. And the amount of nurturing mother energy I had to put into this character was astronomical.
You might as well be an
but-
actual mom at this point.
Literally,
Ruby is my mom.
Is that our mom?
Hi, Mom.
but I there was a connection that I felt with Koko the moment I started voicing her, and I was hoping and praying that I actually got her because it was an instant bond. And I'm sure that some of you guys, if not all of you guys, know that feeling. Like as soon as you lay eyes on a character or like the way that they speak, you're just like, oh, I'm in love.
1 billion.
Not me simply from my own character, but like
100%.
Oh, I've been
yeah.
there. I've been there. I've been there, girly.
Can't
I've
wait
been
to punch you in the face.
we're not gonna say
Okay, we know
We're-
we know
we're-
you're into that title.
we're not gonna talk about villain AU Koko, but like
Not yet.
Why
Not yet.
can't we though?
but yeah, like the energy and everything that I put into Koko, like I've told you guys before, I'm known for like yelling and everything. But the more nurturing soft side is definitely not me. So this was a bit out of my comfort zone. And the fact that I booked her made me incredibly happy. You had no idea. It was actually my first paid role.
Nice.
Really?
Nice.
Very
That is
interesting.
intriguing.
I love y'all stories. But yeah, it's crazy how you can. I know it was out of your comfort zone, but like the way you connect with Koko, you feel that in the audition. You feel that in the character. That's why I was like, oh, this person is perfect because you connected with the character, and and there are some people that just audition for the sake of auditioning, but I'm glad that there's like a deep connection where you actually get to find the character and actually relate to it, feel it, and get out of your comfort zone, and it still manages to be like perfect and spot on. So I'm truly grateful. And I think
Smiling like an idiot. I'm sorry.
No, it was great.
No, same. I'm just and with this Olive, we can go on to Marie.
Me? Okay. So, I think it was like December 2020. Yeah. I've been here a while.
I think that was the same
Jared
time for me too.
Yeah.
Old
Jared came up
head.
to me and was like, hey, I saw this thing that you and Ruby did. Yeah, me and Ruby
Yeah.
did a thing.
I love that story.
We did a thing.
I know
And then
exactly
Jared's
what
like-
you're talking about now.
Jared was like, I really liked how your voice sounded like this. Like, do you want to audition for this character? And I was like, sure, okay. So I did. And I thought this was really funny because Brenna mentioned Ruby, and the voice that I used in that thing too was also kind of like close to the voice that. In fact, I play Ruby in a parody series. Yeah.
Wow.
But I kind of used a voice that I basically go to for that, but like just a little lower, and that's what worked. And I was like, shoot, okay. And I don't know, I really like Olive. I've never really voiced someone who was like not so bubbly goody. She's more kind of bubbly baddie.
Yeah.
We love her.
I was so like, I don't know,
like
like
insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, can I voice a villain? But I had so much fun with it. And yeah, here I am.
Olive
I love
is an
her.
interesting character. Olive is very interesting. And when I saw your little profile, and I saw your Asobe Asobase, that's personally one of my favorite animes. That anime made me laugh like the most, like so crazy. So I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. So I listened to it. I was like, that sounds perfect for Olive, how I imagined her, like exactly the way I imagined. Because I didn't send any auditions to anyone for Olive. I just literally sent it to you. Because I knew for a fact, because I also showed my mom, like, oh, I want this character. Does it sound like her? And she was like, oh yeah, it does sound like her. And so I was like, I knew for a fact that you were going to be Olive. Like, no, there was no idea else that I had. And I was really hoping that you'd message me back, because I was like, oh man, hopefully, she's not, busy, or, maybe, she seems kind of popular and everything. So I was like, oh, I'm not too sure. But I'm super glad that you actually got, not got, but like I knew for a fact you were going to get Olive and accepted it. There you go. So.
Shucks. Well, thank you, Jared and Jared's mom.
Jared's mom is the actual. She's the ghostwriter.
For real, she's like the ghostwriter, man.
I guess you could say Jared.
She knows who dies.
Oh no! Get out of here,
Thank
Ty.
you, Mrs.
No,
Jared's
Dad.
mom.
As a matter of fact, yeah, my
Thank you,
mom
Mr.
does know the
Jared's
entire story of Rad Mad. She knows all the stories.
Yeah, well, you know what
she
I have to
knows
say about
everything.
that?
Tell your mom
Your
I said
mom.
I will.
Tell your mom I said hi as well.
Tell your
I
mom
will.
I said hi.
Hi. Tell your mom that
Say hi
Crucia
from
said
the
hi,
cast.
not
Oh,
that
yeah.
Moth said hi. That
Also-
Crucia-
Tell your mom that the
appreciate
chat
her.
said hi.
Yeah.
My mom.
Everybody says hi.
Everyone says
Chat,
hi
you're saying
my
hi to mom, right?
Everyone.
Give
my
your mom a
mom.
hug for me.
My mom loved
Hi
y'all's
for
birthday
Jared's
message.
mom and chat.
That was super.
Oh,
Amazing.
Oh,
All these
that's
little.
awesome.
There we go. Maybe people
Oh.
just to show. It was so nice.
Fuck yeah. Oh, that's so
Look
cute.
at that.
Yes, I love.
But
Jared, mom.
yeah, it's super awesome to hear y'all stories, and I think with
Oh, you haven't heard anything yet.
go for it.
Okay, so this is like the dumbest thing you've ever heard in your life.
As
I
per
can assure
usual with you.
As
Stab.
per usual with me, yes. So, you guys know how auditions work, right? Everybody knows how auditions work.
Of course.
Oh,
I
no.
didn't. I did not know how auditions worked back then.
In character. For this dumbass.
In character. So, this man sends me the script, right? And so I take the script, and I was like, okay, so I got audition? All right, cool. So there's two characters in that script, right? Some random character and Kaaru. So look at me voicing the random dude, and then also Kaaru, and then adding sound effects, adding music. I'm like, oh, here's my audition.
What a gamer god.
Oh
my God.
And you booked it. Jeez Louise.
How do you
and beyond
and then-
and
fucked up
booked
so
it.
bad it looped back
Ew.
around to working?
Oh, and the best part was, this audition script that I had,
Absolutely.
I recorded the moment I woke up, so it sounded absolutely terrible, and I said, okay, this is fine.
You fucking maniac.
I know.
Everything wrong
And
I did
I-
everything wrong.
I love that step, but you took the risk. I like the risk takers. Let's go.
Oh, wait, there's more. I sent a
jeez.
second one of just
You're
Kaaru's line
shitting me.
with more music.
Okay, but like,
Holy
why didn't you just like record yourself eating a burger?
dead ass.
Yeah, for real.
I actually
You should have done that, bro.
Should have sealed it. No, I would have. I would have
you.
cast
I
you.
would have
So,
sealed
so,
the
so
deal.
you know the
I would've sealed the deal.
you know that like reveal post that Jared had for Kaaru? That's what I recorded for the second one. and I added the music to that.
That
that
is
is like
Fucking
I did
hysterical.
everything wrong. And
That
here
was
I am.
funny.
It was.
I
You
remember.
fucked up so bad that it looped back around to
For
being
real.
good.
I think I
He's just
remember
like,
messaging you
"No, by the way,
like,
this is
"Hey,
how you do this."
can you take up the music?"
Yeah.
I legit messaged Stabas like, "Oh, bro, it sounds good, but can you take off the music or lower it?" Because I couldn't
Wow,
do
man,
his
this
voice.
sounds
Music off.
good. Could you just
The
do it
second
correctly
person,
this
just get
time?
rid of them.
Yeah.
You just need you.
Oh man, that was
Well,
funny.
your character's gonna die.
Wow, man, this sounds great. Could you go back
I'm
to
actually
kindergarten?
I'm gonna pull up the message right now.
That was
Oh my
hilarious,
fucking
bro.
lord, dude.
Uh,
That is.
And
Incredible.
also, I also do want to say, like, how I was wondering, like, how did you guys know about Rad Mad when
Brenna.
if you guys didn't hear
Well, that was
from
fast.
me specifically?
Brenna.
Honestly,
Brenna.
honestly, Brenna, because I saw Violent and the little chibi Rose, and I was like, oh, that is a cute art style.
Nice.
And
Nice.
as I've told you before, it also reminded me of like the Hunter x Hunter chibi, the Hunterpedia.
Oh yeah. Mhm,
And
mhm.
I was just like, I have to be in this. I'm sorry.
Nice, nice. Made me happy,
Because
made
like
me
at
smile.
the time, that was when my hyperfixation was Hunter x Hunter. So I was like,
Nice.
there's
dark
a
ages.
series that looks like this.
Yeah, it's weird. Like the day before that Jared reached out to me, I saw a post about Rad Mad, and I was like, "Huh, that's cool." Anyway, and then like the next day he messaged me, and I was like, "Whoa, it came back."
Yeah.
You manifested it.
I accidentally
By
manifested
accident.
it. Total accident. Glad to be here.
Yeah, I remember. It's interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. I just want to let everyone know that if you guys like Hunter x Hunter, if you guys like Attack on Titan, if you guys like any of those type of heavy duty animes, Black Lagoon, what's up? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot that one. The one with Kazuma. Oh, Kazuya.
Fucking. I'm lost too. Don't worry.
With Aqua and Megumin.
Oh,
Konosuba.
Konosuba.
Konosuba,
My
there we go.
Konosuba?
That one. If you like that, all those type of animes, you'll love Rad Mad. Especially when we get the introductions out of the way. When right now we're going into issue 7, where they do meet Jody. When we get some introductions out of the way, the story starts to get a little bit more heavy,
Jody,
more
what a
fun.
daddy.
So
Would you guys like me to read this message for you from?
I'm all in.
From Jared.
Go for it.
March 23rd. So she's like, hey man, how's it going? Sorry your audition. And though for future reference, I recommend to send a file without the sound effects and music, so your client won't have trouble listening to your actual voice in audition. If you want, you can send a separate file with the sound effects and background.
Savage, you fucking goober. You
And I
little
still got
goober.
it.
You're so lucky Jared's nice.
I'm so
You are
lucky
so
Jared's
lucky.
brother
You
really
know,
liked
look
it.
at that and be like, out.
No,
I
apparently
would've
his
come to your
brother
house
really
and
liked
killed
it,
you.
okay? His brother really
Like
liked it, so
Shark
that's all I care about.
Yeah, Jared could have treated it like Shark Tank. It's like he put sound effects and music in your audition for that reason.
You're out.
He's the kid that
Your voice was
It's gonna
good,
be
but
enough
you,
for me.
you didn't follow the audition rules, and I'm out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be enough for me.
For real, and I am sometimes do get a bit surprised when for example they auditioned for Joanne, which are going really well. With
I can't believe I did that.
Shout out Harmony Pond.
Joanne, I got some interesting auditions from like guys who expecting Joanne it's a male character, it's and and then they would message me back and say but this is a girl character. This is not the script for Joanne. I'm like, wait, what do you mean? I'm really confused right now. It specifically says it's Joanne's female and everything, and they get it's like they don't read through the casting call, through the little video, and it's really similar with Stabage's music and and
We don't need to
What
talk
is-
about that anymore, honestly.
But
We don't
what's
really need to bring that up.
stopping us? What's stopping us from
Please.
casting a guy as Joanne? Come on now.
Hey, that's
Come
true.
on now.
That is true.
What's
That is
stopping
true.
I
us,
actually have a
right?
quick question for Jared, real quick.
Yeah.
can you, by any chance, can you tell us how many people have auditioned for each of our characters?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
Very
interesting.
Ooh.
question.
Because
Let's
I
see.
am very curious to know who.
I want to know how many people I beat.
Wait, additional question. What character had the most auditions?
Answer my question. Okay.
It's getting interesting.
Starting off with the one who had the most auditions out of this cast or out of the entire Rad Mad cast.
Let's go with this. Let's go with this small cast
let's
here.
go
Okay.
with the small
Yeah,
cast.
I like that.
Within these 8 characters, the most auditions that I've had was for Wes.
I know
Oh,
it.
not
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I
Because,
thought.
because again, at the same time, the more when Rad Mad first started, not a lot of people auditioned, right? But yeah, later on, when people started seeing the heavy hitters, when everyone started seeing Brenna, Eri, Ruby, everyone, all those heavy hitters, then like, a lot of people auditioned more. They were a bit more comfortable. So yeah, by the time when I was asking for Wes's audition, Wes and Kaaru were kind of head to head because they were both, at the same time. I like, oh, here's an open audition for Wes, Kaaru, and Desmond. But in terms of everybody, Joanne has had the most. So far, she's had maybe 70.
Wow.
60.
Got some big numbers now, Jared.
Right?
Oh, and we're not even okay. We got what, a week, maybe a week and a half before auditions close for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my God, you're gonna have
you're
you're going to get that wave of last minute auditioners.
For
You're gonna
real.
have at least 100 to listen to.
I know who I want.
So any of the chat listening wanting to be voice actors, if you want to audition for Joanne, you can. It ends in March 5th. Let's go.
Make sure to check the Instagram.
March 5th.
Yeah, check out the Instagram. Check out the Twitter.
Mid-character. Mid.
She's not mid. She's awesome.
She is not mid. She could kill me anytime, and I'd let her
Joanne was
say
Joanne was my
I really like it.
Valentine.
I really love it how the first time he revealed it to us, all I said was, "Now draw her eating a burger."
And
he actually did it.
God
He
damn
did it.
The mad lad
listens.
actually
He
did
listens
it.
to his fans.
Risk.
That's the thing.
I admire risk takers. I admire people who put in the foot in to do something. And okay, you know what?
Get those
I
burgers
respect
on
that.
those
Go for it.
burgers.
Gotta flip those patties, baby.
Hell yeah! An interesting question I saw right here: if Rad Mad was picked up as a Webtoon original, would you remaster art like I've seen done with other Webtoon canvas comics?
Thanks for the question, Johnson. I see you.
There we go.
Nice to have you.
I would say, unfortunately, no. I do have a very specific kind of art style that I kind of want to stick with Rad Mad. If anyone sees a Rad Mad character, they're immediately gonna be, this is Rad Mad, and also not only that, the Rad Mad webtoon is kind of supposed to be set for manga, for actual physical manga, so it doesn't look like a traditional webtoon. It doesn't look, it's how some webtoons are really simple, scrolling format, really vertical. But with Rad Mad, everything on Webtoon is by page. Everything's by page, because it's supposed to. I'm supposed to kind of replicate the manga-esque, obviously with its own art style. So I would love it to be a Webtoon original. That would be really awesome. But in terms of remaster the art, I think I want to practice my art a little bit more, because I don't think my skills aren't fully at its 100% yet. I'm
He's
still
not
learning.
fully evolved yet.
Yeah, it's not fully evolved. Wait till chapter 100.
There's this one character though that is just peak Jared art.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I was thinking to myself who's
Got
oh,
me feeling
he's so
some
hot.
kind of way.
God, he's so hot.
Is it hot in here, or is it
I'm
just,
so sorry.
you know?
I'm actually lost on this one.
How do you?
We'll inform you after.
I
I'm
am
gonna spoil
offended.
everybody else.
yeah. Then hey, what do y'all think for the? I'm asking you, cast of Rad Mad. Should we show the people a sneak peek of Borg? In
Yes!
our very first live
Here he comes.
This is a very unique preview for the chat watching, and for the people watching. This is issue number 7. with Joey
Alright,
in the front cover.
This is the one time I'm going to swear this entire Q&A. You guys are gonna shit yourselves
will
when you see this
show you.
man.
The character
Borg
that
step on me,
everyone
and I
is
would
talking
apologize.
about.
Dude, I like if he like throws me down and like smooches me, I will be okay with that.
I love Borg.
Borg!
Listen.
Listen.
Such a
I am nuts for Borg. Okay.
Context.
Borg
He was
sexual.
literally just a random character, but we just loved him so much. We named him Borg.
For
And
real.
now
The
he is
cast
the man.
literally named him Borg. Everyone had a hive mind and named him Borg, and I was like, okay, his name is Borg.
I wasn't even there and I named him Borg.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
as
The
much as I love
assimilation.
Wow.
As much as I love Wes, and everybody loves their characters, I'm just saying, everybody holds Borg on another level.
For
If
real.
Borg
yeah.
dies in this
Sure.
fucking
Can he
series,
beat
I'm
Goku?
going to quit.
Oh, without a doubt.
Everyone's-
just
I
met
give you
Borg
guys, I
and
give you
I-
guys permission if that ever happens.
If you kill off Borg, I'm
Borg's
quitting.
in it for the long run.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
putting
If
in Borg
Everyone
dies.
dies.
I'm
You better be
sorry.
the sole survivor.
In the words of
Goddamn right.
Borg.
Final
End of
boss.
Borg Angelion.
In the words of Borg. Hold on.
In the words
he
of
has
Borg.
a message.
There was a comment, not on the chat, but on Instagram a long time ago, where I mentioned in my story saying I'm not a voice actor, but I would love to voice this specific character, and that's Enzo. Enzo, the guy with the goggles. As if you guys could see, if you guys go to the live, it's not really,
I remember that story. And I remember commenting specifically on that story, "Do it!" with several exclamation points.
And so, as you can
Sounds
see,
stylish.
there are 3 characters. This is Enzo and Borg. And the
Borg!
girl,
Borg!
I
Borg!
love him so much.
Borg.
God, he's so hot.
And the girl in the middle, his name is Tori.
Borget.
A little play on the word toy. If you put it all together, it's supposed to say Bet, right? B-E-T, Borg, Enzo and Tori. The reason why I thought about this is because I'll give you some insight on one character, Enzo. Enzo.
We're looking into the mind of a madman right now.
Enzo
Mind
used to
Borg.
be a addictive gambler and really, really back then. He was really, really like very, very bad. He has a small connection to a specific character. I can't say who. I know it's not Marie. Marie.
Dang.
But so that's why he says bet a lot. I'm gonna do this. All right, bet. Right. So and it's a name play on Borg, Enzo, and Tori. Very simple stuff. Everyone's because I saw Marie put Borg in the chat. I'm gonna put Borg in the chat too.
Borg.
Borg's in the
Borg.
chat.
Just
Oh,
spam Borg. Everyone spam Borg.
Borg champs in the
Can I
chat,
get a
please.
Borg in the chat, please?
Borg's in the chat.
If I
Borg
ever
champs in the
do
chat, please.
Borg.
if I ever
Borg
do
champs.
more
Borg
YouTube
champs.
lives or Twitch or
Someone
Twitch
draw
things,
Borg champ.
I'm gonna do
Please, please draw
champ.
Borg champ.
Give us Borg champ.
Give us Borg champ. The people want to see Borg champ.
Borg is not
I
only
want
a
pictures
casting.
of Borg on my desk by Friday.
Give me pictures of Borg.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
When I'm talking.
I have a question. I have a very interesting question because I think I've said this before, but I want to have the chat know as well. Besides Borg and besides y'all's character,
Only Borg.
which character do you guys like in Rad Mad?
This is gonna be weird. Lyudmila.
Borg.
Okay, there you go.
And-
I
There
know
we
it's an off pick, but
That's
my
good, that's
God,
good.
is she fine?
Hell yeah.
Who
Hell
I auditioned for her. I didn't send in the audition because I wasn't. But oh my God, she's so fine.
Nice.
That's
yeah,
all that's the only
Lumila is one kick.
I'm a very
ass
simple
lady.
woman.
Hell yeah.
For real.
Who voices Lyudmila? Is that Leaf?
It's
Oh,
Luke Hart.
Amanda.
Ah, yeah.
Amanda, yeah.
Amanda.
Amanda, my beloved. Shout outs.
Yeah. Her Russian was really good. So
Yep.
I sent her a Russian line to see if she could be able to pull it off, and it sounded clean.
Oh,
So,
Amanda
like,
is
there
a
you
savant, a true.
And it
goddess.
fits because Amanda really does work with more like seductive voices, so it matches
Oh, yeah.
Lyudmila because Lyudmila does have a seductive tone of voice. I can't wait for which issue? Issues 6, where Ludmila does show up in the animatic.
I will
So-
pop off.
So what do you think? Who's y'all's favorite characters besides Borg and y'all's character?
Jackie,
My-
I don't know. It's so
Do you
funny.
want
Okay.
to start with Violet?
Yeah,
with
we'll start with
Brenna?
Brenna.
Yeah, we'll go in order.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
cool.
really like Malo.
Oh, okay.
He's another one of my babies. Okay.
Nice.
And I love the way Brioche. It's so fitting for Brioche, in my opinion. He really brings out who Malo is. And
Nice,
Malo's
nice.
just dorky and awkward, and I love that.
He's funny. He's super funny. I'm not personally. I'm not funny. I'm not a funny person, but Malo really does like go all out. Like I laugh. Like he changes my script all the time. I have a specific script for these characters, and sometimes Malo legit changes the script. So I have to rewrite everything to fit his dialogue. It's insane. It's
Malo
insane.
don't care.
Malo don't
Malo
really
play
don't
by his
care.
own rules.
What about
Malo don't
you,
care.
Aaron?
Oh man, this is tough. Oh man. Can I say someone?
Go for it. Go for
Okay,
it.
nah,
Go for it.
yeah. Shoot, I forgot her name. It's the one with the long brown hair and goggles.
Oh, I know who it is. Rin.
Yeah.
Yes,
Rin.
I love her. She's so cool.
I have her here so that people can know who you are talking about. She actually shows up in chapter 2.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, she's voiced by Kimi, right?
What was that?
How did she write her name out? I knew her when I was in Voices of Phil.
There you go.
Kimikoma Mocha. Kimikoma Mocha. Is that right?
Oh no, she doesn't have a voice
What's
yet.
correct? No, she doesn't.
Yeah, she just.
Yeah, she doesn't have a voice yet.
Oh wow.
So that's
She doesn't have a voice.
Fine.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I remember Jared like first. Yeah, that's her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember you first showed us her like the first time when I was like, oh.
I think everybody.
She's so
like,
fine.
yeah, I think he sent her in chat, and there was just like so many people just sitting
Oh,
quiet
yeah.
as they're like drooling faces.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not kidding.
she's
It's like all the chat.
based
Our
off
chat is
based
just
off
Some of her Rad Mad characters like all
It's
the time.
horrible.
Yeah.
It's really
based
it's
off
really
my
a problem.
significant other. So it does match.
Woo!
Hopefully it does match the
Sorry
beauty.
for accidentally calling your. I'm sorry for accidentally calling your partner hot.
Oh, no worries, no worries. She is. But yeah. Oh, what about you, Ruby?
Okay. I honestly really, really, really like Crucia,
Mhm.
and I also really, really like Jody.
Okay.
Jody, obviously, she a little baddie, and I'm very attracted to people like that. Sadly,
Put yourself on blast.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
okay.
But for Crucia, I've always had a fascination with serial killers, and
Out of
When I
context,
was-
it sounds still wrong.
when I was reading through the auditions,
I love
when I
murder.
was reading through the audition script, I was just like, "Oh, woman, I would let you kill me in a second, and before I die, and you're towering over me, I would you would say any last words. I'd be like, thank you."
Thank
No,
you.
it'd probably be no. It'd probably be. I don't know. It'd probably it'd probably be more like any last words.
Yeah, let's go.
Wait, listen, I wasn't ready.
The official voice reveal.
Annihilated her. Ruby, get up.
I will say something about Crucia. I will say something about this, right? Her character, she is really weird and really psycho, but she's very adorable, if that makes
She's
sense.
so
She's actually really, really adorable. She does like to
She
play video
My
games.
little scroungler.
how she carries herself. She's great. I love her.
Yeah.
Worked out
I'm
killer
I'm
shit
so
with
sorry
sauce.
you
Quirk-
guys had to hear
quirked
my
up murder girl.
fangirling.
no,
it's the
you're good. You're
I'm
good.
flattered. I'm
The fact
flattered.
that-
Frankly.
Nice.
The fact that Crucia's VA is in here and did that for me, Mom, you have no right.
Just DM me. Just DM me, Shotty.
Listen, just send me all these sweet nothings, girly.
Oh my god.
Moth,
Something LGBT
Another
is
Moth-
simp for the army.
Moth, I'm gonna send you a script with Moth. I'm gonna send you a script with navigation directions so Ruby can set it as her navigation system.
Oh my
Fuck
god.
yeah, let's go.
Turn left.
Oh my
Turn
god.
In 1.2
Ruby's gonna
miles,
crash.
Turn right.
Crucia working.
Go into an alley.
Ooh-wee.
Oh no. My
Cal-
face is so red. I gotta take a sec.
Go for it. What about you, Savage?
That's actually kind of tough. Yeah. I probably have to say Jack Ape because I like monkeys.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
really
Monkey
cool.
Monday!
Monkeys are so cool.
Never.
Never forget monkeys. Never forget them. Never forget the monkeys. Just don't forget them.
Okay.
Monkey.
Dang, had to report a comment and delete it. But yeah, Jack Ape is insane, dude. Holy smokes! And a cool little story about Jack Ape is that Jalen, the amazing VA for Jack Ape, did awesome.
Yes!
Incredibly talented.
Jalen and Jordo both auditioned for Lycan at the time, and they both did really, really amazing, right? Though I really liked Jordo's audition for Lycan, and I told Jalen, like, hey, you know what? I really, 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 really liked your Lycan audition, right? But the thing is, I liked your the character doesn't show up that much yet. But I really like your voice so much. I want your voice to show up more. So I want you to be Jack Ape. So he was like, oh, heck yeah. So like, I think I sent him audition. I don't know. But I know for a fact that he was going to be Jack Ape. Like, as soon as like, I want you to be Jack Ape. So he's like, okay, yeah, I'll be him. So there we go. And that was the story.
But there's a monkey in the cast. It's just so funny to me.
Hell
I
yeah.
feel like a flashback.
What?
to
No
like
series is
Yeah.
No
Fair.
series is complete without a monkey.
Like, you just got all these, like,
Yeah,
human characters, these serial killers, and then you just got a badass monkey with sunglasses.
Bodyguard
monkey.
with
Objectively,
Fun
objectively the coolest character in the series.
My gym partner is a monkey.
Besides Borg.
monkey.
Well,
Fun fact about
work is a little bit something different.
Fun fact about Jack
Borg
Ape
is something
and
else.
Joanne, both of them. Jack Ape doesn't like to fight Joanne. And I'll tell you the reason why. It's not related to lore, but it's related to actual science that gorillas are actually scared of snakes. So I was like, I saw that and I was like, that's a very
Lore,
interesting
guys.
fact.
It's
So-
okay.
Lore in here.
So
Me
there's
too,
gonna be little
gorillas.
moments where
That's because you are a pussy type.
That's so mean.
what
I've
about-
said worse to you on Apex.
Oh, hey, play Apex. I play Apex now.
I'd
Marie,
be surprised.
what about
We're
you?
gonna
What
talk
about you?
that. We're not even gonna talk about that right now. Gamers.
DM me later.
What about you, Marie? What
Oh.
besides Borg and your character?
Not to be biased and say Batten. No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh.
My favorites are Jody and honestly and Coco, cause like Coco's so motherly and stuff, and also kind of Jody is too, but like not. She's not. But like I don't know. She's just got this like little like. I just feel like she's projecting something. I don't know. I'm not gonna say too much. I like her a lot. She's fiery. Coco is like just
Same.
so. She's just like I just want to hug her. You know. I feel like if she like gave me an inspirational speech, my life would be made. You know. Like I don't know.
Ruby, you know what
she's
to
just so sweet. And then Jody's like the complete opposite almost, but like I don't know. I like those two.
Yeah, I really like Jody too. But
She-
let me go with
she
let me
just-
go with
Just
Mom.
touches your shoulder
Yeah.
and she says,
She has
be
a
brave and pull through.
Oh,
The thing.
Oh,
She said the
man.
thing.
She said the thing. She said it. She said it.
To be honest.
Oh,
Say the
man.
line,
Let's
Bart!
go home.
thing.
That was like me
Crying
doing the
Coco's
IRL
arm,
Leonardo
honestly.
DiCaprio.
I love that Coco does give a really like calm like when you know that she's around, like, oh man, then you know everything's gonna be okay. You get that vibe.
Yeah.
Except that one
Just
time.
a pat on the back and be like, you know what? I am gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except that one time.
Except that one time.
one
Yeah,
time.
you're not okay.
We're not gonna talk about that right now.
No. What
Once
about
again, a minute. And you'll
what about
find
you,
out.
Moth?
I know I already said Lyudmila, but Listen, another off pick. I'm always the one with the off picks.
Go for it.
Mara.
Ooh, let's go.
Everything is perfect. Her design is gorgeous. Her abilities are awesome. Her script, I remember auditioning for Mara as well. Her script was fantastic. And shout outs to her voice actress, Leaf. My girl kills it. Okay, I love her voice every single time that I hear it. And I haven't heard her as Mara, but I know that she's going to blow her out of the park and make her
wait till you see. She actually, Mara actually shows up in issue 1 animatic.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to watch
like
the animatics.
the first few minutes of it.
Oh, Leaf.
Yeah, so check it out.
I'm a Leaf simp. Me and Leaf have known each other for forever. We are best buds.
Yeah.
We have that deep lore. We got
And
that deep lore.
And she's an amazing artist too.
Yes, she is. Go follow EriLefe's on Twitter and actually go follow her on Twitter because her ad on Twitter is kind of weird. But follow her on Instagram right now. Leaf, my beloved. So yeah, Mara probably.
Nice. What about
no
you?
reason other than her actress.
For real. What about you, Ty?
So I'm glad I went last because I was thinking about it for like a long time because I just like couldn't put a finger on anything.
I can hear the smoke coming out of your ears.
For real.
Oh yeah.
I can
So
smell it
it
through
was
the mic.
probably kind of it might be an off pick. I'm not sure. But I like Champ.
Ooh,
I think
Ooh,
Champ.
Nice.
Champ's kind of my favorite.
Carlito represent.
Carlito.
Hell yeah, brother.
Not only is his design fire, and I know that Carlito's gonna absolutely murder that role, but just kind of knowing the thought that went into that character and kind of like how you were dropping little hints and I figured it out.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Just knowing the character's origins or whatever makes me like him so much more because like you look at his design, you're like, oh, he's this like big tough brute. He's gonna punch things really hard, and then kind of knowing what goes behind it, it makes like his design be deceiving because there's like a lot more to him.
Hell yeah, dude.
Like
Oh my gosh. And it's crazy. I think you're the only one who actually found it out. I don't think the other cast knows about Champ and who he is. And it's like, and it's been shown, guys. Just to let y'all know, it's been shown who Champ is in Rad Mad.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't say which chapter, but you're gonna have to read all the way from chapter 1 all the way to issue 7
Whipping
or
out
issue 6.
Webtoons right now.
But yeah, I would say
I got a little insider on that too, so
Heck
that's pretty
yeah, dude.
cool.
If I can't figure it out, you'll help me out later after
Per-
this is done. Okay?
Personally, for me,
Penny.
in terms of my favorite characters, besides the ones, well, I don't voice anyone yet, but I'm just going by design wise and which one was like the most interesting design for me and the design that I love. One of them is Aro, the little moth girl, the night Aro
Yes.
Knight.
Yeah.
And
See, I'm a little biased on the Moth Girl front.
I wonder
But
why.
I love that whole family of characters.
and
For no particular reason.
also Vogue as well.
Oh,
Yes.
Vogue.
I
Yes,
love
I am
Vogue's
such a
design.
big
I love
fan.
Aro's design. Personally, and design wise, they're definitely my favorite. Definitely my favorite.
Oh yeah.
I love the other ones, and that is why.
Who is your absolute favorite? I want to.
Ooh, that's tough. I think I've said this before, but I think I'm going with Jody. I would say
Understood.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jody.
There's just something about Jody.
She's still likable
She's
little
very
little
complex.
firecracker.
She's like a little hedgehog, you know. She's like a little,
Oh my god. So
you know.
She's a likable little firecracker.
You're gonna see her in
Honestly.
action. You're gonna see her hard side, her tough side, her soft side, everything, and it's gonna fit. And you're gonna feel I just can't wait. I can't wait.
You're
So-
gonna make me cry. You're gonna make me fall in love with her a little too much.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
getting attached to these characters.
Especially no
Honestly.
spoilers, right? But you guys know at the end of
I
issue,
know.
at
Yeah.
the end of issue 7,
Yeah.
you know, you guys know. You know, there's a strong connection between Jody and a specific character, you know, so.
There's little
Getting into
details.
it.
Yeah, I fucking know.
Definitely have to analyze the full chapter to kind of put 2 and 2 together, and you'll
Mhm.
kind of understand it.
Yeah.
But once you understand it, you're like, whoa.
Wes, if Wes, Ty, if you want to do that, I also recommend reading chapter 3 if you want to know more of the connection.
I recommend reading the entirety of
Yeah,
it.
or
Rad
read
Mad
the entire thing,
Venture on
you know?
Webtoon.
On Webtoon at
Like
Rad Mad
literally
Venture.
every single page, about from beginning to end, every single page. I recommend.
And make
it.
sure that you worship it before you go to bed at night.
Go for it.
Yes.
It'll give you good dreams and make you lose weight.
Yep,
Kiss it goodnight,
It will clear
It's
your
true.
skin. It will do everything
Mhm.
for you.
Yep, water your
I gotta,
crops.
I gotta get in on this then. Damn.
And then you'll wake up
Add some hair to your
someone
chest.
standing at the foot of your bed.
I also have a very, I have a very interesting question. I understand that you guys haven't known any of the characters, right? But this is a very weird and crazy question.
I'm ready for it.
Who do y'all ship in Rad RMV?
I remember coming out of this episode.
Now
I
we're
remember.
getting
into the juice.
I guess just by
my
looks
lord.
alone, you know.
What?
We'll go in order.
What do you think, Brenna?
Great answer.
Yeah?
Great answer.
Woo! Okay, I'm a sucker for Violet and Malo. I'm just like, but then Loki, I'm like, but Loki, I'm kind of like wishing, like, you know, Violet and Champ, they have like similar outfits. So like, what if like they're secretly a dynamic duo? I don't know his age or anything like that, but you know, I don't know. Anyway, next person.
What about you, Ellen? What about you?
Okay, this is actually something I thought about a little bit, but based on what I know and what I've read, Lily and Rose.
Yeah.
Yes!
Okay.
Yes! Let's go!
Yes,
Mhm.
I fucking agree.
Okay.
I'm very
okay.
glad I got a positive response for that.
I'm all in on that. I'm all in on it.
No, I'm literally over here throwing all my cards on the table. Like, you guys pretty much said what I wanted to say. Like, Violet with Malo for sure. Like, I don't know, their dynamic is really cute, and I like that Rose is just like, don't touch her, right? But at the same time, Lily and Rose, their dynamic, it like. There's something about it. There is like some sort of small tension there, and I'm just like, fruity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fruity.
It's fruity.
Um,
It's fruity.
I don't know too much about like, you know, the other characters, but I mean, maybe, and I mean, depending on how old Jodie is, because like, yeah, but her and those baddies together, unstoppable duo.
You guys want me to reveal Jodie's age? It's not really a
Yes.
spoiler, so Jodie is 13.
What? She's a baby.
Wait, what?
Listen,
That's a buff ass
She's a little
13
okay,
year old.
Jodie is 13 and she
Damn.
acts like that.
She's just a little baby.
No.
Trust your bills,
And
Jodie.
you will see why she
Certified
acts the way
dope
she
shit.
does at such a young
Okay.
age. So there's
What?
lore, there's lore
Now-
behind it.
Oh, we got an
Jared.
idea.
How
Before
old do
we
you guys
go
think that she
further-
was?
I think
Like-
she's in like her 40s.
At least 16. At least 16. At least.
So, like 16, 17.
But Jared,
Mhm.
I forget Rose's age. How old is Rose again?
Rose is 16, 17. She's 17.
Platonic.
Lily and Rose are 17.
Platonic. Pure bromance. Pure bromance.
Y'all could be the best sister friends, okay?
What about you, Savage?
We can talk more about this when y'all are older.
Right?
Time skip inbound.
It's
Oh, God.
coming,
I know,
yeah!
time
Let's
skip
go!
Y'all ever played Three Houses?
No,
You should.
Dimitri.
Well-
Anyway.
maybe I won't.
Shush.
Already, I'm good.
What about you, Savage?
Let's see. I don't really know. I think it's something that'd be really cool to see. Is some really cool bonds between some of like the male characters. I think we haven't really seen too much of that just yet. I think that'd be really cool.
I guess just in terms of like the character and like I guess how they look or you know kind of a little bit of what you know so far.
Let's see. Damn, I'm actually really
Kind of stumped on it.
I-
How about
I'm
Kaaru
stumped.
and Tombstone? Huh? How about that?
I'm,
My favorite
I'm never,
couple.
I'm never voicing Kaaru again.
I'm leaving the live.
Canon.
I hate the fact that Jared took my answer.
Yo, I'm dead.
Oh, damn. That's my bad.
Man, I'm dead. Man,
What about you, Murray?
Honestly, call me part of everyone else here, but Violet and Mallow.
Okay.
I think they're really cute. Mallow's like just so cute.
Nice.
I don't know. He can be like a little punk, but he's like a
Oh,
cute
hell yeah.
one. I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know. I think they're cute.
I guess
got
we'll
it.
wait
I
and
got
see
it.
what's in store for them. What
I
about
got it.
you, Moth?
Wait, Stabbage.
I got it. I got
go for
it.
it. Go for it.
Sorry,
Speak to
but I
us.
got it. Jack Ape and Con.
Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Con?
Oh. Oh.
Hell yeah.
Who's Con?
Oh.
Don't worry about it, bro. He'll blow your mind when you see him.
Con?
Con!
Oh my god.
I'm so confused.
What?
I can't believe Borg hasn't been
David?
brought up yet.
Dude, we
Oh,
can't
I'm
bring
about-
up Boar. We
Oh, I'm
can't.
about to get
Me
that
and
scene.
Mara.
man,
He's too
what about you,
perfect. No,
Moth?
he's
Let's
too
hear it. Let's hear
perfect.
it.
Shit, Morgan.
Crucia and a large pile of gore.
Oh, there you go.
I don't
Yes.
think
That's-
she's in
that's-
love with much else.
That's
There's-
canon.
Ah, man. Ah, I was about to say it. Ah. There is a
I
ship
doubt-
with
Said
Crucia.
what?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Kaaru
she's
and
got a
Lynn.
widow
But
crush.
you'll see.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Actually, it has been hinted in my artworks.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
If you got,
Go to
if
the
you,
Instagram right
if you
now.
if you try to look through any of my artworks,
Alright, we
there
going to game.
is a
Let's
Do it.
character
I'm in.
that there's some, it's just some
The public
connection.
artworks, right?
yeah
With
public
Crucia?
artworks. And what about you, Ty?
I need to find this.
As I'm currently going through game theory stuff, I also gotta think. Hold on. You know what? I'm really. Damn. I'm like really trying to think of just like everybody in general.
This question makes you think, huh?
Yeah.
There's just so many people.
Yeah. There's
Oh
a
man,
lot.
wait till the rest of
Who is
them.
it hinted at? I need to find this.
It's character that hasn't been brought up too much, but I'd say like Galvin and Vogue. It's really out there, but like
Okay, there we go. I like that.
Ooh.
Out of the park, out of the park. There we go.
An interesting one.
I'm digging it. My favorite is no one's gonna know about this second character, but Joanne and Ash. For
Yep.
sure.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I know.
Y'all know,
I know
but the cast doesn't know yet.
That's
Which
true,
brings me to my next
Listen.
point. I will
That's
be
a
holding
valid-
auditions for a lot of characters for the chat. I'll be holding a lot of auditions before April. I'll be holding, I think, roughly 10 auditions. Casting calls. I'm sorry,
damn.
10 casting calls before
Let's
Don't push yourself,
April,
man.
April
Yeah, be
24th. No, don't worry. I got it. Before April 24th, which is Comic-Con Day, where I'll be selling Rad Mad merch at my local convention here at South Texas Comic-Con. And I'll have a lot of cool, interesting characters to be auditioned for. Some of them you might have to sing. Some of them may
Oh
not
shit!
be sing.
Right, right.
Man, I
I
wonder
know,
who was
I
just
know.
mentioned.
I saw this cool question.
Somebody silence him.
Which is really interesting. This is a question for you, Jared. What's your answer to dealing with burnout? I know as an artist, director, content creator, you have a lot on your plate. What do you do to deal with that? Right now, you're talking to the ghost of Jared, so right now I'm dead. So that's how I live with it.
We're trying to find the Dragon Balls right now.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Recharging.
The way I deal with it, because I do have a lot of stuff. I do try to do everything. I know this is really bad, right? But try to have people, in your team and everything. But I try to do everything by myself because I'm really a perfectionist. I have a really specific set on the way I do things. And if someone, someone may be busy, someone may not have the time. Someone, I want something at a specific time, or I want it done as soon as possible. They have other things to do, so that's why I try to do everything by myself. But the way I try to work with it is that I try to keep everything in my Quota handbook. So I try to have everything planned out, everything listed. Planning is really, really, really important. dealing with burnout as an artist. I try to do my best to have a bunch of artworks ready. So that's a mistake that I do. I'm sure all the cast members know that.
Oh yeah.
I do like to give out art and a bunch of stuff and content like as soon as I finish it. So for example, as soon as I finish an artwork for Crucia, I post it and I show everybody. But that's not really a good thing to do, which is why Rad Mad is on hiatus right now, just for a little while. It'll be back very, very soon. Because I post everything as it comes out, and you should have everything kind of in the back burner. Try to,
There should be a backlog.
Yeah, you have a backlog of a bunch of stuff.
Jared just gets so excited to show everything he's.
I get too. I get too excited, and sometimes
we ask
it's
nicely.
Really bad.
We flutter puppy eyes, and he's like, "All right, I guess I'll show."
Yeah, and sometimes I do want the VS. They do stop me sometimes, right? But there's sometimes where what I want to share is so like exciting that they also want to see, and I'm like, okay. So it's really fun. It's still fun, right? But
it's super infectious.
Yeah,
It's so good.
thank you. But in terms of that and directing, that is also a bit tough. But again, everything comes out to planning. Set a day for looking at auditions, set a day for editing a video, set a day for whatever, and then have like maybe 2 days of like a break. And break within every single thing that you do throughout the day, throughout the day. So, yeah, that's how I'm dealing with it. I'm getting everything back in schedule. I'm getting Rad Mad back in schedule. The animations, the chibisos, as well as the scripts, as well as the OP, as well as the lives, as well as the auditions and casting calls. But everything's kind of in the back burner, so backlog, and hopefully that would help if you're going through that, going through a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I guess that's how you kind of work with everything in life. So go for it, man. Do your own content, man. Go for it. I want people to do their things. Do your own webtoon. Do your own comic. Even if you're bad, right? Just do it. My first chapter was bad. I'm pretty sure everyone agrees. My first chapter was kind of iffy compared to
don't tell anybody. But I discovered a 6-year-old video. I think from Jared's high school.
You too?
Mad Rad. Mm-hmm.
I know what it is. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh,
It's kind of funny.
It is very funny.
It gave me a little
You bring
giggle,
that
I'll
up.
say that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You can see how far we've come.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Come a long way.
Damn, I'm ending it. I'm ending your life. See ya.
No, wait. There's so much left.
But yeah. You trust me. The way you imagine your book right now, it's not gonna way it's gonna look when you put it on paper. It's not gonna look like that. So again, I always kind of start small. Kind of start with a small thing. But it's always gonna get better. A lot of people always say like, oh, I'm going to wait till I'm a little bit more better at drawing. I'm going to wait until I'm a little bit more better at script writing. No, like just do it. Literally just start it. No matter how good you are, no matter how bad you are, don't. Because if you keep doing that, you're never going to start. You're always going to be thinking that, you know what, I'll just wait. I'll wait until I'm better. And you're never going to get better, right? There's always room for improvement for every single thing. You could be a master, prestige, level of billion, and you're still not going to think that you're good enough. So just start now, and then later on, you people will see your progress, and people will respect it even more. That's why I kind of like showing my book chapter 1, because a lot of people say, "Oh, I want to start my own story," and I was like, "Oh, this is perfect. My art looks trash, and your looks is amazing. You can easily start right now, right?" So, go for it.
If you look at any of our pages, the VAs,
Please don't.
Please don't. If you go back to any of our pages,
I encourage you to look at every single one of my videos.
You will see how far come. I mean,
Fuck.
2 years ago when I started, I was a dude. Things change. You improve. You get better. You keep on getting more and more experience and time, and you start to realize what your vision for yourself is and for your projects and everything that you want to do. Don't wait. Start. Just do it. Start chasing after what you want to do.
Just do it.
I was actually going to bounce off of what Jared was saying, but you put it off like pretty pretty nicely. But that goes for everything. Like you just you have to start somewhere. Everybody starts somewhere. I can tell you right now, when I first started voicing back in 2015, woo, it was not cute. It was not.
Yes.
And I still have the proof that you can make improvements.
Yeah.
I am living proof of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Well, I mean, all of us are.
I feel like
But,
every voice actor holds on to that shit from when they were like
yeah,
still a babby
for
making garbage
Yeah, and-
stuff, right?
and trust.
but
you-
the point I'm
oh no, go
the
for it,
point
go
I'm
for it.
trying to make, the point I'm trying to make is that like you start somewhere, but at the same time, even if you're going through a burnout or whatever, you don't ever give up. And I've had numerous VAs in here tell me the same thing. But you keep improving. Even for voice actors, even for professional voice actors, you're still learning. You will always have room for improvement. You never stop learning.
Yeah.
That's
and-
At all.
Ruby and I were literally having a conversation similar to this, like yesterday. And when you start off and you know what you want to do and you keep going for it, remember to always have patience too, because your time to shine in the sun is going to come, you know? It will come in due time. Just keep working towards it. And if you get discouraged, that's okay. We're human, you know? But just keep going through it.
And this,
whatever you're
ladies
doing,
and gentlemen, is why I love my Rad Mad fam.
Heck yeah.
everybody.
Tyler, though.
And
Very
again,
supportive.
you don't need the fanciest
Always there
stuff.
for each other.
You know, you don't need the fanciest mic. You don't need the fanciest computer. You don't need the fanciest
Amen to that.
pencils. Not the fanciest tablet. Whatever you have, work with it. I did Rad Mad. I did this issue right here, with my Surface Pro. It's a trash tablet. It's you know, an old ass computer. It's cracked, and I used to draw everything Rad Mad. I stopped using that thing at the end of issue 1, right? So I used that for chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and issue 1, and you can still put it out there, you know. And look at it, you know. Now Rad Mad has an animatic, has amazing voice actors, you know, same thing.
Exactly as you were saying, it's like you don't need all this fancy equipment to like, you know, make it big or like, you know.
Absolutely.
I mean, again, living proof. When I got Koko, I was actually I didn't have a booth back then, and I had a USB mic.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to
And
say
I was
most of
recording
us-
in the middle of my room. I was recording in the middle of my room that did not have any sound treatment at all whatsoever, and I still got booked for her. It's possible. You can do it.
Yeah.
I used my phone to audition.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
I was just about to say, even professional
Yeah,
voice
I use my
actors-
phone too.
Oh,
Yeah, even professional voice actors, when they submit an audition, sometimes they will use their phones in the event that they're not at their booth, like they're out of town or something, and they need to record for an audition. Boom, phone, go for
Also,
it. Work.
quick thing, real quick. My dad is on here, Martinus.
Yo!
Hello.
So that's,
My dad!
Hi, Mr. Jared's dad.
Hi, Mr. Jared.
You-
Jared's dad.
you
Say hi to
Creator.
Jared's mom.
You can refer to my father as Martinus.
Mr. Creator of Creator.
Mr. Creator, that is the creator of
Just to
Rad
let y'all
Mad.
know, he's the inspiration for this character.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yes!
Yeah.
So
Yes!
You're looking fly, Mr. Fuentes.
Listen, don't have me scream. I'm mute.
but yeah, heck yeah, everyone just go for it. Do what you want to do. I'm doing what I want to do. Everyone's doing what they want to do. It's their passion, dreams. Go for it. Just do it. But heck yeah,
You gotta preach.
Hours. Oh
Preach
my
it.
god.
Be
I love
brave,
it.
pull through.
be brave and pull
Be
through.
brave.
Be brave and pull through.
Be brave and pull
Be
through.
brave and pull.
Let's go.
Hey.
Brave and pull through.
Yo.
Be brave.
What
was in that burger?
Oh my god. Oh my.
Listen, you're not Joanne.
Oh my my god.
Actually, according to canon art by Mr. Jared himself, he drew Kaaru eating a burger. So
That is true. Kaaru does eat a burger.
They're the same.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
That's
I
canon.
stand corrected.
Mallow
Canon,
eats fries.
canon.
Yeah, I love when for the people who are watching it, Stabby is referring to the art piece that I did, the McDonald's art piece with Maro eating McChicken, Malo eating chicken nuggets, and Kaaru eating a double quarter pounder, and that
Hell
that
yeah.
Cheese, Mr. Squidward.
With
cheese.
It's
the idea came up because I was at McDonald's and I took a picture and I was like, hey, do y'all want anything from McDonald's? And
We all wanted something.
Stabbage, EriLefe, and it's the brioche.
instantly.
Yeah,
I saw that
instantly. and
instantly.
I want this. I want this. I want this.
Immediate.
I was like, perfect. I'm gonna draw that. I love doing that for the VAs.
He does that kind of stuff so often. It's absolutely, it's such a treat. It is such a treat. Throwback. We already talked about Joanne getting dropped and Stabbage immediately saying, "Now draw her eating a burger," and he did it. The madman did it.
I can assure you that every single time he has dropped a character, I have said, "Now draw her eating a burger," and that will not stop.
For real.
It
That's
won't.
like a
It
meme.
won't.
That's where Chubby's fat and juicy comes in. The little piggy man who makes burgers.
Now draw her
Hell
getting
yeah.
an education.
Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
I think the only one that's like typically educated.
Jared,
What's up?
there was a question in chat like
Go
a
for it.
while ago. It was asking if, by any chance, are you going to make like side stories or like spin-offs of certain characters?
Yeah. Also for the cast here, if y'all see any questions that y'all like in the chat, let me know. But yeah, side stories and everything. Actually, yes, I do. There's multiple that I have.
There better be one for Koko. I want to see.
Better be
baby
one for
Koko.
Borg.
With
Or-
Rad Mad, again, Rad Mad is not just about Violet, Malo, Rose, and Jody. It's not just about them. The story is about different people and different teams. You know, it's a Rad Mad adventure between every single person. So it's not just them, right? Right now it's them because they're in the Quota arc, right? Now this is the kind of the people that we're kind of introduced to at the very beginning. But yeah, when arcs go on differently, they're gonna be different characters that you're gonna relate to, and you kind of want to think like, hey, I actually want this character to win. You know, between Rose or Violet or Jody or something like that. You know, and so with that, everyone is going to have a side story, right? But in terms of like a spin-off, there are some ideas that I do want to do. One of them is obviously Rad Mad Academy. Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for that.
It's a chibi version of Rad Mad Venture. They're in Quota Academy, I believe.
Yes!
Yeah.
Love that.
My.
They have
That sounds so
they're in the school setting, right? The other idea for a spin-off was Rad Mad Alternate. Rad Mad Alternate is a alternate universe of different stories of how things would have changed if things were differently.
Oh my god, wait! Please tell me you're bringing who I think you're bringing.
So it would. I am gonna have a story
I'll
with
try.
villain Koko.
Yeah!
Oh
my god! Yes!
There are gonna be.
Oh my god! I'm gonna cry.
There are gonna be stories where some characters' parents or some characters don't die. There are scenes, a bunch of what if scenes, right? What if Lynn Takanagi wasn't B word? What if she wasn't a bad person?
Don't be mean to her.
I love Lynn Takanagi. Oh my gosh, I can't.
She's hot.
I love her so much. But same thing with Crucia. What if something happened? What if she wasn't a crazy person, right? What
I
would
can't
she
even
be doing?
imagine it. It's not my baby.
Same thing with Kaaru. If he wasn't kind of banished from
Dead.
his village.
Literally, I honestly
Hypothetically,
feel like
you
Crucia
live.
would literally just be Krista from Attack on Titan,
Go
like
innocent.
in the alternate version.
For real. So,
Imagine
we'll see,
Crucia, but with a normal voice.
Right.
Curse.
Wait, can we do emo Lily?
Oh, that'd be good. You know, a different take on.
We
on
do
these guys.
nerd Kaaru. I can see it now.
Stabbage. Hopefully this doesn't sound mean, right? But when
Yeah.
the origin
Make it
of
sting.
your voice audition, the reason why me and my brother liked your audition for Kaaru was because Kaaru, the way you gave Kaaru's audition and talk, he had like a little bit of a nerdy dialect.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I had that like.
Yeah.
What was
You
it?
gave him
Just like you stabbed it.
nasal theme. And
yeah, you gave
Hey,
him like a little bit of like a nerdy kind of subtle. You can barely tell, but I sensed it, and I was like, dude, I love this because it's so unique. You know, you would have never expect a kind of a nerdy-ish, but still emo kind of.
Now that you
chill.
said that, I'm only gonna do a nerd voice.
Hey, I'm gonna slash you guys.
Thank you for always.
You guys play Fortnite?
Give me your lunch money, nerd.
I bet my
I'll make-
katana is bigger than yours.
I'll make Kaaru a nerd in Rad Mad Academy.
My dad owns a bunch of katanas. You don't understand.
In
but
Rad Mad Academy,
And-
what would everyone's roles be? I want.
I'll talk about the roles here in what we have in the chat. Brenna, Violet is she is the character. She's not the perfect character, right? I don't like perfect characters, right? But she is the kind of like the girl that gets in trouble all the time because of someone else.
That sounds like me.
So, for example, she's always in detention, not because she did something, but because she's surrounded by people that did something.
It sounds like me.
Gross.
For me.
Violet's the character to like run out of the door with like the bread in her mouth and everything.
Oh, for real?
I was about to
Gosh,
say,
you're gonna be late.
I was gonna say, I don't see Crucia running to school with bread in her mouth.
Can we please? Yeah, because of the Rei Ayanami scene.
Exactly.
From the yes, please.
Erin,
Please.
Erin Lily is the popular girl, obviously. She
Absolutely.
She wants all the attention to herself. She's really competitive against Rose and Violet. She has her own clique, that type of stuff.
Living out my high school dream.
Right. Coco, she's the homeroom teacher. So you see a lot of her throughout the class. She's like the teacher that starts the class. She teaches some classes. She helps the students. Kaaru is the nerd. Just because you reminded me, Savage.
You guys like my katana?
He is a little bit of a nerd.
I see my Ninja Star collection.
I saw one person in the chat.
That's my favorite. So,
Bruh. I saw one person in chat that should be president of the fencing club, which is really interesting. I kind of like that idea.
I like that too.
But yeah, Kaaru would be kind of like the nerd. He's kind of like the Toka. What's his name? Giyu from Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he's kind of like
Yeah.
that. Kind of like, everyone thinks that no one likes him, right? But he's like, but people like me,
Yeah.
People like it. I love that scene.
Shinobu's just like,
No
wonder everybody gets
Olive.
no one's ever told you that? I think not.
I think
My swords. I can assure you.
I feel bad.
Mary, I really liked your idea with Olive. Your Olive idea was that she doesn't show up to class. She's skipping class. Like she's like in the computer lab playing games or coding or something like that. And I love that idea. So I'm going to keep that idea.
Catch me on cool math games.
Hell yeah.
Goddamn right.
Hell yeah.
Crucia. I came up with this idea that I really loved. It was really funny. She's actually a really good cook. Crucia.
Really?
So she,
I love that.
Scary.
Cooking.
she is like.
Don't worry about it.
She
Oh
makes,
my god!
Crucia, would you like to use one of my knives from my knife collection?
Give me your lunch money, nerd.
Give me less money now. I needed to buy ingredients.
Sponsor boxes.
I would have thought of her as the janitor.
Bro.
I think she's
there's-
the janitor.
That's cool. It's
The-
way more
Like
like
every
every
involved.
position at the school.
The characters.
Jared, please, for the love of God, give Crucia like one of those knife sets and just have her like show it off before she starts cooking. Like everything is all nice and sharp, and as she's picking it up, she's like it does that little shing thing.
You guys like my knives?
I really do like your knife. Yeah.
There's a level system. You know, there's a grade, right? So there's the low grade, the middle grade, and the high grade, right? The classes, right? Class A, B, and C, right? The smallest one or the youngest one. So Jody's in that class. Desmond, Auro, Cherry. You know, they're all in those classes. The middle one is, you know, Lily, Violet, Rose, Marlo, Kaaru, Esther, Olive. And the high grades, you know, are the more older kids. You know, it would be like Wes. I'm sorry, I said Kaaru in the other one, but Kaaru's in that West class. And, you know, all those type of, you know, different age gaps, right? Crucia, yeah, she is part of the cooking class. You know, she's really good. She makes food that looks really ugly. It looks really, 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 really bad, but it tastes super good. That's a
I love that. That's so cute.
Slime reference.
She should be the president of the home economics.
Oh yeah,
that's so cute.
Yes.
Oh.
And
That's adorable.
the blood that she always has in her apron and stuff like that is just jam. You get me? So it's kind of a nod to the blood. And the original.
People get all scared because, like, you know, she has a knife in her hand. There's like the jam on her apron, and then like they run away because but then she's just looking at it. And she just scoops up a little bit off of it,
Taste
with
it.
her finger, taste it.
Is that a jam sandwich?
with Wes, he is in the boxing, obviously.
Who could have guessed?
He does try to try to get out of everyone's way. You know, he tries to get away from me, kind of that character.
That loner type.
But it's all right. Kaaru's here to make sure he's okay.
I'm so sorry. Going back to Crucia though, like her just opening the door, all like eerie like, and then like they're getting all scared, and then you see like the little eye swing before she slams it open.
For real.
I just came with an idea.
She does get sad. Crucia does get sad because no one tries her food.
I figured.
Right?
Yeah.
I figured she'd get sad.
But there's one person who does try her food, and that's the person who I ship with Crucia with.
It's Lynn, isn't it?
Nope.
Yeah.
But
he said no.
It's not. It's not Lynn. It's not
Is it
Lynn.
Lynn?
It's a character, right? It's a character. I can't say who it is, but it's someone I ship Crucia with. But that person is the one who eats Crucia's food, and you know, it boosts Crucia's confidence.
Yeah, but is it fruity though?
I can't say. I can't say.
Jared.
What's up?
I had an idea. You know how since all of us have been frequently speaking in our voices and stuff like that, what if the next time we did this, we like prepare like a mini script of like all of them at the academy and then perform it next time live?
Dude, that'd be sick.
That would be so much fun.
I would love
that would
that
be
so
awesome.
much. That'd be super awesome. I'll get started on it right now.
I am just so hyped to voice Crucia. I know me and Ty are both incredibly hyped to voice our characters.
Yeah,
we talk
for
about
sure.
it all the time when we play Apex.
I'm
honestly super excited to hear you as Crucia. I'm not even gonna lie.
If y'all,
Moth, prepare for me to like scream.
I'm used to the Sims.
Off topic, but if you and Ty need a third person, I pay.
Very. I will warn you now. It's a very interesting time.
Oh, it's real. It's real.
It involves
something.
me squealing a lot.
Lots of squealing.
Anyway, on topic, but heck yeah, we'll talk about it after the live. But hell yeah, but yeah, that would be an awesome idea, Brenna, to do something like that. You know, it would give content. I could even do maybe a little animatic after it. You know,
that would be so cool.
Cute little.
That'd be so much fun.
Because
so cool.
I have music. I have OST music for Rad Mad Academy. I have everything ready for a Rad Mad Academy.
Really? Oh my gosh!
I have the assets. I have the background.
So excited.
I have all that stuff ready, but I just haven't had the time because I'm working on it.
Sneak peek.
That is so exciting.
Oh, I can't do sneak peeks yet. I'm a big
No,
sneak
don't tempt
peeker,
him.
right?
Don't
But
tempt him.
Captain
Don't
the
tempt
Live?
him.
No,
I
no,
can't
no,
tempt-
no.
I
Don't
can't
tempt
be
our
tempted,
sweet
but,
boy.
I also saw this question, which is really interesting, by Barry VA, because it's also a question that I wanted to ask too. Who's the drippiest character?
Right.
Vogue!
no.
It's Vogue! Literally
Vogue.
Vogue!
Literally
How did
Vogue.
that be Vogue?
Okay.
Vogue makes me feel.
I mean, come
Gross.
on now.
That
Oh,
was, I
Vogue
get,
makes me feel.
Have you seen this man's
That's
sword
unanimous.
collection, bro? Like,
Nah, get
got
your
those really sharp weapons.
out of here. Vogue.
nah,
I mean,
It's
Definitely
like
Vogue.
morally wrong to say anyone
like
else.
drippy
true.
or drippy, because I mean, like, have you
kind of like
seen how much blood is on Crucia?
for real. Oh, drippy for real.
It's an
Literally.
aesthetic
really
choice,
good.
okay? Get off my back.
Damn, y'all would nail y'all's voices. It's insane how crazy it sounds.
have you guys heard of the new show Star Galactica?
Oh my god, bro! If you have that for Kaaru, bro, oh my god, bro, I'm on fire right now, bro.
Witness a live firing.
For real.
Guys, we're opening up auditions for Kaaru again.
Stabbage, you're fired.
Make that 11 casting calls before
Yeah.
April.
You're fired.
You're fired.
The
I'm joking.
the audition for Kaaru is actually just 10 minutes of silence.
For real, dude, that's hilarious.
Can I audition again, please?
Oh, I saw. Here's one. I do ask. I sorry I didn't get your question earlier, Detective Joshua. How do you feel about recognition the series has gotten, such as fan art? I personally love it with all my heart and hope to die. I absolutely love everything. I feel bad that I wish I can post it more and show more and have everything and actually like interact with more of the the fans and everything with Rad Mad. But I absolutely love everything that people make for Rad Mad, like the art people make. I love it so much. I love seeing people's progress, seeing people's art style with Rad Mad. And I love it because I don't want to toot my own horn, but Rad Mad has a very unique art style.
Absolutely.
It's not really like a cartoon, or it's not really like Western cartoons or Japanese anime. It's kind of like maybe a little bit of a mix of both, with its own unique flair. But the way people perceive that and put it into their art style, it shows, and it's like, oh, that's a Rad Mad character. And it's like, oh, heck yeah, dude. I love it. I absolutely love how the recognition the series has gone with fan art and a bunch of stuff like that. I've seen even people have done little fan dubs of I saw one of Malo. I saw one of Malo. I saw one.
That's so cool.
One wants to do of Wes's animation, Ty's animation with Wes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's very awesome. It's super amazing.
That is so cool.
Wait, there was actually like fan dubs of this stuff? I want to see them.
Yeah, so far I've only seen one, and then there's another one that they want to work on one. But
I gotta hunt
they
that
want to do
down.
a redub.
Yeah, I need to hunt that
Wes's
down. I want to
animation.
see it.
But yeah, it's really interesting. I love the fan interaction. I wish I can interact with the fans much more. But yeah, I love it. And I saw the thing that Brenna posted a good while back. She said, can anyone draw a derpy image of Violet? And people put it out there, and I was like, yo, I love this so much. I love this so
They're so
much.
derpy. I love them. Oh my god.
Holding out for those Borg champs, people. Let's make it happen.
And
Borg champ.
also
Borg
for
champ.
Detective Joshua for asking the question, I do have something to show you, as well as everyone else who wants to submit fan art. You guys, your art will be submitted into the Rad Mad comic book. So it will be submitted. Right? It will be in physical copies. So if you guys want to send fan art, you can send it on the hashtag. I have it here. Tag me with your fan art, and with hashtag RMV fan art. RMV FANART.
Hell yeah.
Send fan art our way so we could put in the book. We could.
That's so cool.
That's
I could even make a little script with every animation that you do. But I'll have the little VAs kind of talk a little bit something about it on it. But who knows? We'll see. But I really want a lot of fan art. I really want to hang more on my wall. here.
Oh yeah.
So heck yeah, I love it. I love it. So heck yeah, I personally love it, and I'm pretty sure the rest of the cast loves all the art. And
absolutely.
there was a
Oh
person,
yeah,
there,
110%.
there was a one who did a fan out of Crucia, which I really loved. It was with him and his,
think I saw that.
his OC and Crucia. It was by Sime Draws. Sime Draws.
Oh,
_YT,
he's
I
so
think.
good.
Spell that for me.
SIME. And then Lil Artsy too. You know, she's also here in the chat too. Heck yeah. Lil Artsy does a lot of art for Rad Mad, which I absolutely love. One of my favorite art pieces that she did was one of them was the TTIYS for Violet, which I really loved. And also another one was Coco. It's Coco holding Rose and Violet, just hugging her, and she's saying "Be brave and pull through." And the ghost hands of Violetta and Sav are on the heads of Rose and Violet. I'm like, oh my gosh,
Jared, I need you to send me that.
Heck yes.
I need you to send me that.
Yeah, I need to have everything. I need to have everything in what's it called, in a story reel. I need to put that for sure. But heck yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. I'll send that to you, Ruby.
Thank you so much.
But heck yeah.
Oh, I saw a question.
What's up?
Yeah, Barry VA asked, who has the best hair? Because all are awesome and wild.
Lily has
who do y'all
the
think?
biggest
Lily.
hair.
Lily.
I mean,
It's
Look how
Lily.
big that is.
It's got to be Lily.
The sheer mass of it
is
alone.
Lily's hair was actually not supposed to be that big.
Well, it
It was
is.
not supposed to be that big. It was actually supposed to reach up to her, like, kind of her chest area. That's how it was supposed to end, but it went all the way to like the back of her knees. But I love it. Personally,
Very true.
my favorite hairstyle, at least to draw, is either one Kaaru's and Aro's.
Ooh.
Those are
Aro's
my
hair is
favorites.
awesome.
Got it.
I love Aro. Maybe it's the whole moth motif.
Oh, yo, Lil Artsy said she's working on another Rad Mad piece right now.
Let's
cheer her
go!
on, bro. Let's cheer her on. Let's go.
Yes!
Thank you.
Make sure you put it in the hashtag so we can all see it.
For real.
Yes.
I want to see it.
We
Woo!
will stalk the hashtags until everything comes out.
Yes.
I'm always watching. What?
You
Who
seen
said that?
Space
Haley?
Galactica?
I also have like another personal question for Jared.
Go for it.
Which character
What's your
was
social
the
security?
hardest to actually like map out?
Design?
Like character description wise, their
okay.
personality.
Oof. Okay.
That's a good question.
That's a really good question. In turn, I'll break it down to one of design and one of story, right? Rose is really difficult to write in terms of just her character because she is so different from me, and it is a bit difficult to kind of I already have a broad aspect of how her story is, but that was a little bit to to draw and not draw. I'm sorry, to plan out. But to try to to really think about like a character from the very beginning, that's difficult. I would have to say, dang, this is tough. Oh man, I have it. I'll go back to that, but I'll say with the design.
The detailed kick.
Yeah, the person who was really difficult to design, and I just couldn't get my good mind wrapped around it. I would say would be, what's her name? I think it was a boy. I have to look at my characters. I have so many characters that it's difficult to actually.
He has so many children.
I'm literally so sorry to pull that question out of the blue, but it was something that was eating away at me through like most of the screen. Oh my god, the scream.
I would say in terms of design, that was really difficult. From the very beginning, right? I'm going by the very, very beginning would be Violet. Violet was really difficult for me to design. I had no idea how she was gonna look. I had no idea how she was gonna dress. No idea. I try to pull as much different, inspirations from everything. So, for example, Violet's hair, it was supposed to be like the arts, kind of the hairstyle of Mina Ashido from My Hero Academia. So it was supposed to be like that, but I couldn't figure out what to do with her face because I didn't want to do like kind of like the Crucia bangs, right? I want to do something a little bit more unique. So I looked at Mikasa from Attack on Titan, her little hair swoopy. That's how Violet has it, and her outfit. I couldn't figure out anything. I had ideas from a cartoon named The Loud House. There's a girl named Luna Loud. She's like a rocker. And originally I wanted Violet to kind of be like a rocker type character. But later on it scrapped, and I watched this other cartoon called OKKO, and they have these uniforms that are almost identical to Violet's, but a little bit more nicer looking. No shade, right? But she was like, I would say, one of the most difficult in the beginning because, again, it was very hard to come up with someone out of the blue at the very, very beginning. But in terms of right now, when it comes to drawing characters right now, the hardest one would have to be Desmond. When I drew Desmond, it was difficult for me to do Desmond because even though he was based kind of like me a little bit, it was difficult to design his outfit to kind of how I wanted to portray him. There was a picture that my significant other sent me, which I love. She had an awesome black outfit. It was super cool. She looked like a bat. And she would always tell me that I reminded her of a bat because I was always working the night times. And when I drew Desmond, I already got the face good, but the body, I could not do it. It took forever to figure out. Aro came out perfectly. Signy came out nice. Lycan, Wes, those characters came out fresh. But Desmond, I couldn't. And in terms of story, I don't know. Sometimes it's a bit hard on story. I would say if anything, it would probably be Rose. That kind of eats me away, kind of like how difficult it was to kind of get her thing, because usually characters kind of like show themselves. You see Olive, you see Crucia, you see Wes, you see Wes's eye bags, you see his boxing bandages, you know he's going to be a boxing character. Crucia, you see the blood on her face, you see her dead face, you know she's a killer. Right, with Olive, you see the goggles, you see her little scars on her hands, her little bandages on her fingers, she's a tinker, she does all these things, Kaaru with fire and his sword, and Koko and Violet with their uniforms, Lily with her pearls and her fur coat, you kind of get a sense of those. But with Rose, she just wears a black shirt, black pants, and nothing much, she's kind of like the boring character that's kind of, the interest comes out later, it comes out soon, you kind of see what she wants, you see, what's her true motive, you never really know what Rose is thinking. And so that's the thing that made it a little bit more difficult, because again, I can't really relate that so much because Rose is really serious, she's really to her feelings, and with me, I'm a little bit more expressive, I'm a little bit more outgoing. That's why I really love Malo, I really love Jody, Violet, Lily. But yeah, I would say those are the most characters. Sorry, that was quite long, but yeah, I would say those are.
That was interesting.
Characters. No, honestly, that was a very wonderful insight. I would have never have thought that it was Rose. Honestly, like it almost sounded like very natural as you were like making the story. So, like I said, like hearing that you had such a difficult time with Rose, I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah. And there's just also one character that was both difficult to draw and both difficult, or to find the drawing and both difficult for the story. And he's already mentioned, but the legend, El Mero Mero.
Got it. Yeah.
El Mero Chingon. That's a icky word in Spanish, but well, it's not really that bad. But he's like one of the greater antagonists, other than Lynn. But he was also really difficult to both design and draw. But I really want to keep him super mysterious. But yeah, I would say those are the ways. I saw one that average artist says hey, I had the struggle as well when I was drawing Violet DTIYS. Here's a very interesting story about Violet. Hopefully I can be able to, hopefully I'm not talking too much, right? But a very interesting on Violet.
You're the creator, man. Yeah. Star of the show.
With Violet, when I drew her, originally Rad Mad was supposed to be a cartoon. So everything was supposed to be very static and very simple. Super, super simple. I really wanted flat shapes, you know, because it's easy to animate flat shapes. So right now, if you can see Brenna's character card with Violet, with the V and the A, doing the little peace sign, her hair triangles are really sharp. But when you look at her chibi one, it's a little bit more curvy, right? And I was like, oh man, this is a bit difficult to draw. And whenever I would mirror it, it didn't look that good. So when I did someone was telling, hey, can I get reference images for Violet so I can draw her? I was like, okay, yeah. They're drawing it and they send me an update like, oh, I'm almost finished it. But drawing Violet's hair is really difficult. And I was like, you know what? It is really difficult for me too. So that is when I did the redesign of Violet with the outfits, you know, with Rose, Marlo, and Jody, and Violet. As you can see, Violet has a different hairstyle. It's a little bit more shorter and it's a little bit more curvier. It's a little bit more you know.
It's Maybelline.
It's Maybelline. There we go. I was gonna say who cuts her hair, but if I say no to someone cuts her hair, and it's during when they get their outfits, I'll just say it's not Vogue, right? But
sad.
That, you know, she gets her haircut and, you know, she likes it. But I did that hairstyle, that new hairstyle, because I noticed that a lot of people were having difficulty drawing her hair. So
that is really interesting.
Yeah, so I did a redesign of her hair, and, you know, usually whenever I try to do my best to make it easier for someone to draw someone, then I try to do my best to do it. Because again, my art style is unique, but it is a bit difficult to try to see where's, you know, what is what, which is where, you know, what to do what. And that's why a lot of characters are getting a lot of outfit changes, you know, because, you know, now that my mom always says that I should be like kind of like a fashion designer, but
hell yeah,
I am doing more character designs with more cool looking designs, you know. You know, I'm doing one for Olive, you know, I'm doing one for Wes, I'm doing one for I would want to do one for Crucia, Kaaru, and Joanne, but their outfits are really iconic, so I'm not gonna kind of mess with them that much.
I think so many of your characters just have the perfect energy for their character, where there's not a redesign's not even needed. It's just
Yeah.
you pinned it down so well the first time.
Thank you.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know?
That's true. But I really want to see it. I really want to give them the Killua, you know, the Killua vibe, you know, like I don't want everyone to wear the same stinky shirt all the time. You get me? So, you know, I kind of want people to change throughout the series a little bit, you know. So heck yeah. Yeah, little Archie perfectly explained it right now. I just go puff and fluff and hope it's enough for Violet. There we go. Puff and fluff is what I want for hairs of Rad Mad Venture. So
it's all so fluffy.
Heck yeah.
I love it. I love the art.
I'm glad.
It's so unique. I've never seen anything like it.
Heck yeah.
It instantly caught my eye when I first saw Rad Mad.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa!
I love the anime style, right? I love the anime. You know, I love when people do mangas and, you know, they do their own webcomic, you know, and, you know, they have that manga art style, right? But again, you know, it's still anime art style, right? You know, you can maybe compare it, right? And, you know, it looks quite similar, right? No shade on anyone, right? Because the art is absolutely freaking amazing, right? But in terms of uniqueness, I really am proud of, you know, Rad Mad and how y'all really like them too. So
for sure.
It's just a unique take, and it's your unique take. And I don't know. There's something about the style that, like, it draws me in. And I'm sure that, like, you know, same goes for everybody. It's you, Jared. And it looks really nice.
Thank you.
And it's only going to get better out time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's very distinguishable. Like, it's like everybody else said, it's eye capturing, and you have phenomenal character design when you can silhouette a character but still be able to figure out who they are. If you were to silhouette everybody right now, everybody's characters, I'm sure everybody would be like, oh, that's Koko. Oh, that's, I almost said Mari. That's Olive. And
same thing, really.
You know, yeah.
Same thing.
Same thing. Even the pictures you drew of us, you know.
Oh yeah. I don't think I've talked about it, but I love that you've drawn all of the voice actors next to their characters. It's so cute. It's such a neat little thing. Oh, he's silhouetting them.
Oh snap!
Who's that? Oh, who's that? Oh no! It's Senator Armstrong.
It's Pikachu.
It's Kaaru.
It's Kaaru.
Your mom.
Your mom.
Oh.
End the stream.
Yeah, turn it off.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
We had a good run, guys.
I really let it go for like at least another hour before I said another one. I think
I'm proud of you. That was a lot of self-control, and I know it took a lot of that.
I saw a comment that I really like. Original art styles always have my heart more than typical anime style. Damn, I appreciate that from a person who draws really different from anime. I appreciate that. They also said what inspired you to create that art style. Again, I really don't like saying this because it sounds really bad, right? But I kind of did the art style myself, right? I never really looked at someone's and like, oh, I really like the way they did that. I really like the way they did that. Like I never really like did that to any, animations or cartoons. So I kind of winged it. I guess I just kind of winged it a little bit. But I knew I've always liked big eyes. I've always loved big hands and big feet. In terms of character designs, because it really pops, it has like a good proportion. But obviously, I do get ideas subconsciously, right? I do, for example, Splatoon. I really like Splatoon's art style, with the big hands and big feet and big hairstyle. But I never really I really want to do that. I'm gonna put that in my art. Like no, I guess it just kind of came naturally in drawing it, doing it normally. It fits, I guess that's how I created it. It's really different for everyone else, but it sounds really bad. It sounds really bad. Like, I
don't think it sounds bad.
I did it myself, no help, everything, 100% first shot,
That's how it is sometimes, man.
But it's but again, it's always keep working on it. I always still try to, now that I'm aware of it, I always try to I really like the way they did this. I really love. I'm mostly doing that now with clothes. I'm doing that with design wise and stuff like that. There's actually a TikTok that I saw like, I really like this girl's outfit. I really like the way it looks really tech wear. Look really badass. And there's this character that I want to do. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. It's gonna be in the OP.
Oh,
anyway.
Here we go.
He's another little cool. There's a group called the Owls.
Ooh.
The Owls.
They are.
Yeah, the Owls.
I'm sorry, who?
Who?
Oh, shut up. Bad, no, turn it off. God, I'm leaving.
They
I'm out.
are QSOS, Quota Service of Security. They're called the Owls. They're a high-tech, Delta team. I was talking to Stabage about it when we were doing the practice live. But yeah, it's a group of 6 members.
I had a lot of little tidbits.
Yeah.
Back then.
They're a group of 6 members. Y'all want to know the code names?
Yes.
Okay.
If you're comfortable sharing, yes.
Yes, I do.
Let's
have
go.
It. But again, it's no spoilers, so no worries. Because you are going to know them anyway, right? Here is the names. They're all based on animal names. Oh, I mean, not animal, but owl names. So one of them is named Shig. Oh, not Shig. Strig, Agio, Proto, Sophie, and Tydo. They're all the scientific names for the branch tree of owls. So that's their code names.
That's so neat.
So their designs, hopefully, they come out super, super good because I haven't designed them yet. So
it's you designing them. They'll turn out fantastic. Let's not kid ourselves, okay? They're gonna look friggin' awesome.
My head's expanding. Y'all are too sweet.
Y'all
are too kind.
Miss.
Y'all are too kind.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
He
literally don't miss. Everything is
Literally
drippy.
not miss.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much.
Drip or drown, we're swimming.
Drip or drown.
Shut up.
Also, I have a quick question too. I didn't even get to say it. Really quickly, I want us. What do you like about the characters that you guys voice?
Oh.
Oh God, you want me to write chapters?
She unfurls the scroll, hits the ground and bounces 5 times.
It rolls out the window and keeps going down a mountain.
So we'll start off with Brenna.
Wait, what was the question? Sorry, I just ate a piece of mashed potatoes earlier. I'm
fried her brain.
I'm gonna draw
What was
Violet eating mashed potatoes now.
Oh no.
No, but what's
I love eating your. Never mind.
Yeah, what do y'all like about voicing your characters? What do you like about doing either one, doing the voice or just the character connection?
I would say I'm really, really connected with Violet, and she holds a deep spot in my heart. She's not going anywhere. Anytime someone's like, "Oh, do you have any references of work?" I'm like, her. Look at her. She's adorable. I guess I consider myself to be like, how do I put it? I don't consider myself naive or very, okay, maybe I am in touch with my emotions. I don't know. I think I'm going through a whole recollection thing right now. Wait.
This is psychotherapy. How does that make you feel?
My therapy session starts now. Oh my God. His name Jared asked me to voice for his stuff on August in 2020.
Dr. Moth is in the building. How do you feel?
How I feel is just I love this character, and I feel like whenever I'm playing her, I'm able to show a whole other side of myself that I really try to kind of not show, because I'll admit I am pretty naive and very childish and people tend to take advantage of that with me, and so I try not to express it so much, but deep down that's me,
I feel you.
So being able to play as her, people like her, and it's just, I don't know, I just able to put another piece of myself out there, and I'm glad that I can be able to convey that through her. Anytime I look at Violet, I'm like, that's like a little part of me.
Oh, that's good.
That's so sweet.
I'm so glad.
That's adorable.
Beautiful story.
I almost started crying.
Aw.
I'm gonna eat my chicken.
What about you? What about you, Aaron?
Kleenex.
Okay, I guess I'll go. I don't know, because the thing with Lily is that she's so I mean, she's me because I voice her, but also she's not really like me, if that's a sense. I consider myself very chill, introverted, just kind of keep to myself sometimes. But Lily is not that at all. She's very expressive. She speaks her own mind. She is very just out there and strong. And I don't know, it was kind of the way, I don't know how, even now I don't know how to really explain how I'm able to tap into her character so easily and so fast, but it's so it's really just interesting because I don't know, I'm just oh, I'm just a gay little gamer girl, I just and then there's Lily, beautiful, prissy, sassy Lily, but I feel a connection to her. I do, and I'm not really sure how to explain it other than, I don't know, it's there.
Yeah, and it's so crazy because you say all these things, and when you really give your Lily lines, it's oh my gosh, it's so crazy. It's you're like another person.
Yeah,
it's legit
really.
another person. It's crazy. But yeah, I get I get what you mean. It is different, and I guess that it does give a good different aspect on kind of maybe how you view things. And what about you, Ruby?
I'm not even gonna lie, Brenna's whole thing actually made me tap into everything for Koko. And I actually like started getting emotional just like kind of thinking about it. But Koko is like, she reminds me of my mom.
Oh.
And my mom, she will put everything, and I mean everything, on the line to protect the people that she loves, you know, her family and people that she cares about. And as much as I told you, Jared, that Akane Awari was like one of like the inspirations for like getting into Koko's voice, the personality was definitely not my own. It was me like tapping into like my mom, you know? And like whenever I look at Koko, I literally just think of my mom. So like Koko is almost like a comfort character to me, you know? I'm so sorry, I'm getting emotional.
Oh, that's
same.
That's fine. It's so sweet.
But yeah, it's like, I mean, as we know in chapter 1, she literally took a freaking L for herself to protect Violet, and it resonated with me so hard because I was just like, my mom literally would do that for me too, and my mom constantly tells me that. So like seeing that happen, that's why I got so emotional during the table read when we first had it, because like I literally imagined my mom doing that shit for me, and I was like, I'm not emotionally steady. But yeah, beautiful. Like she's just, yeah, Koko is definitely a comfort character. I love her so much, and my mom is so proud of me for voicing a character. She's totally biased. She loves Koko, but only because she sees Koko in herself as well. And she honestly can't wait to see what else you bring to the table for her if she shows back up.
I'm letting you and Aaron know that they do show up. They do what's it called?
Yeah.
They are gonna show up, right? In one way or another.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But anyway, I'm so sorry you guys heard me get emotional.
It's okay.
Completely fine.
I love that so much, because that's the thing that I really wanted. I love that because there's this game that I used to play, The Walking Dead, Telltale's The Walking Dead.
Oh yeah.
And there's a part that at the very end, I absolutely love the very end. I'm not gonna say anything, right? But I love
like final season end or like season 3.
The reason why I loved it so much is because I saw myself as Clementine, you know, and I saw my dad as, you know, Lee, you know, and I feel like, you know, it's very similar of, you know, what would happen if that situation were to occur. At least me when I was a little bit more younger, and so. That's what I love from stories. I love putting myself into these things where, like, oh, I can see myself doing this. I can see someone else doing this for me, you know? And there's a lot of, one of the biggest themes of Rad Mad is, you know, family, sacrifice, all this type of stuff. You know, if you have a family that, a family member that cares for you, right? Or even maybe a family member that doesn't, you know, there's moments that hit home with that type of stuff, and I try to, you know, push that because I love those type of stories. I love where I can put myself in that situation where, you know, a father or a mother can be like, oh, my boys, you know, they're my babies, you know, like I can't just leave. Like that gets to me, you know, that you know, gets to me in storytelling wise. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff later, especially in the second saga of Rad Mad. So if this arc is sad enough already, you know, just wait till the second saga, the Dawn of Demurrage saga.
I'm not ready.
Can't wait for
I'm
end
not
of
ready.
Rad Mad Gellion.
Stop.
I love your story, Ruby. I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
It was
I
wonderful.
love all your stories. And what about you, Stabbage?
I'm over here like emotion.
For real?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I completely forgot the question.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. It's what do you like? What do you like about voicing your character?
What do I like about voicing my character? Just before I answer this, Jared, I sent you a message about something, so I really need you to check that out. But what do I love voicing about Kaaru? I don't really know because I haven't really had too much, like experience or just that much time yet with voicing him.
Yeah.
But one thing that I really, or just like that I really like about voicing him is just how calm, collected he just seems in almost every situation he's might be in. And I'm really excited to see where he's gonna go, how he's gonna react to certain things, and like just what's gonna happen with him in general. And I'm very happy that I get to voice him.
Nice. I'm glad you trust. Kaaru's gonna be one badass.
Just kidding. Rad Mad Mid.
Rad Mad Venture.
Rad Mad Adventure.
What about you, Mari?
Well, like, much like Kaaru, I haven't really,
Yeah,
done
I know,
much
but
with
like,
her.
I guess in terms
But,
of like,
yeah, but she's just she's such a fun character because, like, I don't know, she's so not a character that I've like played before. Like I've played plenty of like one certain type or another certain type, but I've never played a character like Olive. And she just brings so much to the table from like what I know, and I'm so here for it. Like, it's kind of like a challenge in my own way,
nice.
Like it's out of my typecast, and like it's so fun. What a fun character I get to play around with in this kind of like the mindset she has and stuff, and I'm so excited.
Nice.
I'm so happy to be here.
Heck yeah. I guess it comes just like in terms of like even the times you audition, right? Those. I guess it also refers to that aspect of what you liked, voicing about it, auditioning about it, right? But what about you, Moth?
Crucia is such a twisted little bitch. She is so fucked up and crazy, and absolutely do not condone anything that she does. But
She is wife material, and you will accept it.
you're right,
girl.
I love her. She's so cool because the other characters that I've voiced before, I've only voiced evil characters, in a serious paid work at this point. And the other big character that I got to voice, Abdullah, is super hyper, and she's off the walls, and she's everywhere, she's insane, and she's very, very energetic, which very much fits me as a person. I'm all over the place, I'm explosive, I'm a big energy, I'm a big presence. But getting to play Crucia kind of lets me tap into that quieter, more calculated side, that almost calm inside that I have. I'm able to bring that out and twist it into something really fucked up.
Heck yeah.
And in a way, it's sort of fun. She's intimidating, she's freaky, but she's also still kind of cute. And it's just everything about her absolutely is just so wonderful.
Screams you.
She's a little freaky and a little cute, just like me. And she is so much fun to voice. I cannot wait to be able to give her life in the series once she rolls around. I am absolutely over the moon. You know how excited I am to. I am so happy that I'm voicing her.
I'll say this:
she is
everyone here is gonna voice their characters in a very upcoming issue. So that's exciting.
Awesome. I cannot wait.
Ooh. Wait, everyone?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Ty?
Well, like I said, Wes is just kind of like a badass from what I've got to do so far. He's kind of like a mix of kind of like my entire like VA career to this point. Like I'm either you're like edgy deuteragonist or I'm like some funny random goofy guy. and kind of having like this guy with like a lower tone of voice, a lot more calm and casual, just like totally make fun of you while he's beating the shit out of you. It's just like so fun to me. It's pretty much like alternate universe, just like if I decided to like go ape shit and just like make fun of everybody as you beat them to the floor. It's just like kind of like a fun thing that you get to experience with a lot of characters. It's just kind of this like very like cocky and arrogant type of persona while also being very calm, cool, and collected. So it's just like a double gut stab. It's just like, yeah, I know I'm gonna beat you, but I'm just gonna like act like I don't care the whole time.
Dude.
So,
That's sick as hell.
it's really cool, and then kind of knowing at least like what his ability is.
Oh yeah. Everyone doesn't know their abilities yet. That's true.
I don't know. I don't know what he
I
does.
figured mine out.
Yeah, that's because you're a smart little boy.
Mary, Olive's yours changed.
Ooh.
Olive's changed. But continue with us.
So kind of like knowing what he's capable of doing in like the near future, and then obviously knowing his introduction is very soon. Kind of makes me wonder what kind of interactions he's gonna have with the other characters, considering that like you have Jody, who's very loud, like arrogant personality, compared to Wes's like kind of arrogant, calm, cool, collected side. Violet, who's like this kind of like almost like a puppy dog in a way, just kind of like experiencing the world for the first time, versus this like older, like hardened, experienced character. Just really interested to see like his interactions with everybody. So I think kind of like the best part about Wes is kind of like the mystery of it all.
Hell yeah, dude. Hey, that's awesome. That's an awesome answer. All of y'all have amazing and awesome answers. It's gonna be interesting with Wes and Jody because it kind of again it always goes to that like an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. You get me?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be very interesting. Also, the animation of Wes is canon to the story.
Oh,
so you're gonna see.
Hey yo!
You're gonna see who he's talking to.
It's a damn shame.
Oh my god, dude!
Oh, he's doing the line. Do the line.
Damn shame.
Say the line.
Do the line. Do the line. Do the line.
Say the line.
Flow like water.
Yeah. It's a damn shame. You had potential.
Yo, let's go! Oh my gosh, bro. Goosebumps, bro. Goosebumps.
Shame.
Goosebumps.
His balls were pretty big.
Bro.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Very
Listen,
interesting.
Ty, you can't have me simping in here. I'm over here like
Yeah, there's a lot of
the face going
Yeah, let's pull the brakes here, buddy.
there's a lot of characters in Simple,
On
bro.
this note,
Pulling the stops out.
Anyways, have you guys seen the new Space Galactica episode?
my
Bro,
God,
Kaaru, please, Kaaru, please.
I just like Rad Mad Academy, make it happen. I just want to put Kaaru in a fucking trash can, bro.
My Jurassic collection.
give him a swirly.
Puts them in a trash can, but they're actually good friends.
For real.
They're really good friend. But
Yeah,
But he puts them in a trash can.
I really want Rad Mad Academy to come out very, very soon.
I cannot wait for that
it's
to
gonna be
happen.
Very interesting.
Jared. We need an episode where Wes is trying to teach Kaaru how to not fight with his sword.
Oh yeah.
And he fails miserably.
And he like he gets so pissed off at the fact that he keeps using his sword, he goes and breaks his sword, and then Kaaru finally punches
Snaps.
him, like knocking him out
Oh, man.
because he broke it.
that's actually such a good idea. I love that.
So cool.
For real. That's a very interesting idea.
Training art.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how close that is to the actual lore.
Okay, all right, enough, guys.
Oh, enough, okay,
stop.
enough.
We can't keep doing this.
That's enough.
On this
But-
note, I have to end my tenure on the Q&A. I have things that I have to attend to. It has been fantastic being here with everybody tonight and getting to talk to you guys and answer questions. I had a ton of fun. I cannot wait for the next one.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me,
Awesome.
Jared.
Of course,
I
of
really
course,
yes.
appreciate it.
Actually, on that note,
You guys have a
I
fantastic
really,
night.
on that note too, I really think that we should
Yeah.
stop it here.
We're already at
Probably,
the,
yeah.
we're
It's been a while.
we said a good amount. We got some questions in from the chat. We're ending on the 3-hour mark, which is really good. But yeah, I just really quick. I just want to say this final last conclusion question, really rapid fire. I want to say this from the VAs. What do y'all hope to see for the future of Rad Mad? Either a project, either something, or their character, anything. What do you hope to see in terms of anything? So we'll start with Brenna. What do you think?
Crucia plushies.
Yo, I better hope an anime studio better pick this up because this,
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
this shit is amazing.
Let's go.
Somebody-
Unfoldable.
Share this. Whoever's in the audience, share it.
Don't pay your taxes.
Yes.
Make Rad Mad
Heck yeah.
Venture anime.
What about you, Aaron? What about you?
Absolutely. I'd be really interested to like see this be like sponsored by Webtoon. I know it doesn't really necessarily fit into the Webtoon style, but like I think it'd be really, really cool to have like Webtoon like officially behind Rad Mad Venture.
Oh, that'd be so awesome. That'd be super sick. I'd do a bunch of cool stuff for Webtoon if that was the case. Heck yeah. What about you, Ruby?
Merch wise, I'm actually looking forward to seeing like figures for certain characters. Other than that, maybe if you want to take it a step at a time, maybe acrylic stands, keychains, like keychains of the characters,
Yes, I
and
want that Rad Mad
more T-shirts because I need more T-shirts.
I have a lot of ideas for
Sure.
T-shirts. I have a lot of ideas.
Yo.
I already have one out, but we'll see. What about you,
What about
Stabbage?
Quota sweatpants, bro?
I guess Kaaru not dying, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, no, not happening. Not happening.
I'm not too sure about that
Yeah,
one,
you know,
but I see you.
Dream big, but not that hard. Not so hard that happens.
Hey, come on.
I'm not a
He wants to
miracle
watch
worker, bro.
Space Galactica.
I'm not a miracle.
All right, Miss Mari.
Mari is gone.
Mari's
unfortunately-
went away.
Oh
Not here.
no.
She left.
What about you, Mom? Before you head out.
I want plushies. I want plushies so bad.
Okay.
Please.
Plush.
I will drop one for Koko and Crucia.
I would kill a man for a
With a-
Crucia
with a
plushie.
little- with a
And yes,
little-
I know it's ironic.
I'd kill everybody for a Borg plush. Can you imagine?
I would-
Borg plush.
Borg body pillow.
Borg.
body
Yay.
I'm gonna make a dad
I
hat
just
with
want that
Borg's face.
Crucia drip.
Let's go.
I just want that Crucia drip. I know Ty told me that you have made some Crucia merch, and you have some in the works. I don't know if that's true, but I
It
really
is.
hope it
It
is.
is. Trust. It is.
So much
I want
money
to make
on
a
it.
bunch of dad hats with different icons, representing each iconic character.
Yes!
So,
Oh
I
my
would
know,
wear
our
that
Crucia-
everywhere.
the Crucia, the Crucia sickle with the chain and her weight.
Yeah,
you
she
know.
uses like a
my
Kusari
God.
Mama, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, can we do bucket hats?
Heck yeah! Oh, that'd be so sick!
God.
Oh, you know what'd be so sick? A bucket hat of like all the chibi characters, like those little
That'd be so
Yes!
interesting ones. Heck yeah!
Just,
What about
I
you, Ty?
want all that drip.
Yeah, what about you, Ty?
So I know a lot of people are talking about stuff outside the series, but I'm gonna bring it back in for a hot second.
Go
I'm
for
just
it.
kind of ready to see how everybody ties into one another because I know that you don't do anything
Yeah.
intentionally.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So
That's
the
gonna be
fact
cool.
that like even us in here are just kind of like in a Q&A, I know that you got something cooking up there to where just every single person in this call is connected to each character in some way, shape, or form.
Hell yeah!
And I'm really kind of interested and ready to see kind of what happens, like kind of what lore dumps we get with everything, and just how complicated and crazy you're gonna end up making things in the best way possible.
You're gonna love it. Y'all are gonna love it. Trust. You guys are gonna.
I cannot wait. I
poop your
cannot wait for
pants.
that Borg plush. That's gonna be
I'm
amazing.
gonna,
right.
I'm gonna make a. I'm also gonna make seriously. I'm gonna make a body pillow of that Halloween picture of Coco with her.
Yes!
No.
Yes!
Oh, my
Ruby, I want you to
Oh.
know, as hard as you're simping for Crucia, I'm simping for Coco just as bad. All right, it's two-way street.
Mom,
It's a
me
two-way
and
street.
me and you
Oh, hell
sipping
yeah.
for women.
I'm screaming.
That sounds
Handshake.
insane.
Handshake. Handshake.
Heck yeah! Again, thank you all so much for joining in. We wish we can say more of your questions. We'll do this again some other time, and we'll
Stay tuned for more.
Heck yeah, we'll stay tuned for more.
Absolutely.
Send in your questions. Make sure to send fan art. Send fan art to hashtag RMV fan art.
Tag the voice actors too. We want to see it.
Heck
Yes.
yeah,
If you do
tag-
fan dubs, anything like that,
Yeah. If you
on.
guys do fan dubs, you guys do art, anything, tag the VAs of who you're drawing of, and we'll see.
Goddamn
We'll
right.
love it. We love to say a bunch of cool things about it. We'll love to spread the love, spread your artist, spread your the time that you made. Again, that's hashtag RMV fan art. And yeah, we'll do this. Maybe we'll have a rotating cast. Maybe we'll add in Galvin, we'll add in Jack. We'll add in Champ. Who knows?
yeah.
A bunch of cool characters. So yeah, quick audition. Quick recap. auditions end for Joanne on March 5th. I'll be adding auditions very soon. The next ones will be, I will announce the next auditions who will be. It will be Zoe.
The big thing.
It will be Martinus. It will be Rin. It will be Sydney.
Again.
And it will be Ash. So I will be announcing for
quite the content that we got here.
So for the auditions and casting calls, so check it out. I'll be posting those very soon. And then hopefully soon we'll also do a premiere later on, either this month or early next month.
Hell yeah!
A live premiere of the OP of Rad Mad Venture.
Yeah!
Awesome. And again,
super excited for that.
Super excited.
Very
again,
hyped.
thank you all so much for joining. Thank you all so much for taking the time out of your busy day to join in and watch us and hear about the VAs. Hopefully you learned more about them and more about us and more about Rad Mad. And again, thank you to each one. Thank you to Brenna, Aaron, Ruby, StabageCabageVA, Moth, and Ty for being here. Thank you so much. For again taking the time out of your busy day to
Thank you so
join
much
me.
for
It means so much
for making this a possibility.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys
It was my pleasure.
Thank you. Hopefully you guys like my overlay. Hopefully you like y'all's little
Oh, it's
characters.
fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I'm super
My
glad.
little
I
TV
love it.
Crucia, she's my child.
You're so adorable. But heck yeah.
So happy I came up with the idea. Such a good idea.
Heck yeah. Pat on the back. But yeah, we'll see you soon. We're ending the line. See you soon. Hopefully, please check out Rad Mad Venture on Webtoon. Read for free, issues 1 through 7, including extra comic called Ruby's Change. And it's really heartwarming. I love it. And so, I want to say be brave and pull through. Y'all want to say that with me? Yes.
Brave
let's
and
get
pull
through it.
On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Be brave.
and
pull
pull
through.
through.
Oh, thank you so much. Again, appreciate it so much. And
make sure to check out Star Galactica.
Heck yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Yes,
Not done yet.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for watching.
Yo, mama.